We're hot.
We're hot. Of course we are.
The numbers.
And 1, 2, 3,
Let's
start.
go.
I know a city full of people like you and I, a shiny town called Dancing Lights. And if the newsman makes your heart skip a beat, you're welcome here. Come over and help yourself. When every fool is a self-help salesman, making too much sense.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to
PPJA.
Hey.
Wait, excuse me. Can you have some gas?
That's the gas.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of PPJA, and I'm leading today, which is why I'm wearing my coat of many colors.
Who was that, Kozi?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Do you know what happened to Joseph after his coat of many
Did they
colours?
throw him
The
somewhere?
jealous
Like-
people
Somewhere,
sold
then
him into
he went
slavery.
Then they sold him
Yeah,
somewhere.
then
then
they
what
sold him
happened?
somewhere, then he left
then what
here.
happened?
Then he became the governor.
Potiphar's wife persuaded him.
Yeah.
Then he became
Then he went to jail.
and saved the whole country.
So, okay.
Thank you very much.
That
So,
you
We
had-
shouldn't concentrate on the backstory.
Yeah, yeah.
We are
That's
now
not
on
the
the
story.
today's story.
Yeah.
Tell us
quiet.
the ending.
Keep quiet.
Because even me in
That
Howwe, I
story
stop
ends
in the
with slavery
Bible.
and Moses coming to rescue them. So I thought that
Yeah, I remember slavery. What was
At the
what
end,
came
at the end,
first?
at the end, because Joseph now went to. Where was it?
Welcome to
Yes.
CRE
Yes.
with PPJ.
You
Yes.
guys,
CRE.
us who are not non-denominational,
As for this song.
we are the same like the person who is the Christian.
She knows nothing.
She knows nothing.
Nothing.
And then Bartholomew came, Judah.
No. Was it Egypt?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
asking
It was
us.
Egypt.
She's asking us.
No, I'm asking Alan. I'm asking
She's asking
Alan.
the atheists.
Wama, it was
So-
Eritrea. So, hi.
Hello.
You look really nice.
I thank you.
What's the
Yeah,
occasion?
you look so nice.
Don't
Prima.
forget,
What's
thank
up?
you.
Ah,
You know
like a
what, Alan?
present.
Zero.
You
Zero. I was
tell
not
us.
even supposed to wear this.
Alan,
yes.
happy anniversary.
Thank you.
It was on the 6th of
May.
of this
Yeah.
month.
Oh.
Did you remember?
Yes.
You know, I got a notification.
Yeah.
I save everything that's important to me.
Oh.
But my week has been so busy that I just remembered I didn't send the message. Did I send it? Oh, I sent it.
You didn't.
Happy anniversary, honey.
Aw.
How many years?
9.
9.
Nine.
Well done. Very well done.
Well married.
Well married.
Yeah, someone
Well done,
actually,
well
you have
done.
proof someone
in
loves
this
you.
in this era, anything over the 12 months.
I know.
Something to clap about.
My set us that 9 years, 0 regrets.
Ooh.
And yours?
You said today is another day.
You're reposted. That's cute.
That's
That's
cute.
cute. Let me save it
Oh,
for
that's
September.
I tell you, I was blushing all over the thing.
Zero regrets.
Auntie, I'm saving it for mine.
okay.
I'm like,
You who writes whole soliloquies.
Happy birthday, honey. Also, back to you, dear.
Uh-huh.
What are you celebrating?
nothing.
That's a lovely
No,
dress.
how have you
Thank
been
you.
since
And lovely
something
hair.
happened?
Thank
Let's
you.
take it out before the comment section starts.
All right. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. But how?
Before the comment section,
Yeah.
they'd be commenting on the hair.
How would you know?
I be
Because you
checking.
never
would
check
you
and you
know?
never
I
comment.
check. I only comment when I'm inspired. You guys are doing
So
enough.
you're never
Which is
No, I
inspired.
read. I'm like everything has been said.
Never,
What am I going to
ever.
say?
No.
No, but you connect with some people.
I'm going to start talking now. You see, I'm a new person.
You
with a new
only
coat.
talk to, but you know the theory people, right?
Yeah.
Like there are particular people who come and then you see their comments. At least come and
Yeah.
respond to those ones.
I know those ones we'll be
Philosophy.
talking. We'll be mentally engaging. Don't worry.
Some things can be longer. Maybe the real thought about them. Gapumla is like well said.
Thanks. Yeah, they just go like thumbs up. Well done. I'm like, yeah, Madame Verbose. You have
First
nothing
of all,
else to say.
they can write and write and write, then you have to read more
Yeah,
on YouTube.
but they be dope.
Okay, yeah, you're the,
They
you're
need
the
to-
oh, one, eh, one,
open the
I'm the
thesaurus.
audience.
no, you're the politically correct person here.
Eh?
Yeah.
No, but they be dope. If it wasn't dope, I wouldn't
I
say.
can't read the whole thing.
Oh, you don't?
Once you see Seymour, you're done.
Oh, you
Once I
don't?
see what?
Seymour, you know, you have to
No,
keep
no,
clicking.
no. Sometimes it's just a lot. Okay. And I'm just like, that's not what I came here for. And I know somebody else is here for that, so they'll respond.
Yeah,
So
we know
John, you're the
ourselves.
one who's there for that.
It's
cab.
you because
Oh.
he's not responding.
Hey,
He's not
Mama,
responding.
yeah,
I'm reading
Yeah.
and saying thanks.
you're bad.
I just don't like looking at myself.
But we love the engagements, guys. Don't
Yeah.
stop, however long or short.
Indeed. Never.
So, I wanted to know, how have you been? What have you done? Anything cool?
I've been well. I just came back yesterday from a work trip. I've been away
From
for
where?
3 weeks.
Was it 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
That's a
you
long
cheek. It's a
time.
long time. I first went to Central African Republic.
Okay.
Oh my God.
How was it there?
Oh my God.
Things are
Oh
tough.
my God. Things are tough.
They are very
That's all
tough.
I can say.
I know someone who went there and she said the same, but she's
Things
a
are
real
tough.
soft life chick, so I wasn't sure.
No, things are tough. Things are tough. Things are tough. The parking at the airport is maram. Let's start from there. But things are tough. Yeah.
Ugandans, have you heard?
I know, right? Someone was saying.
Ugandans, have you
Someone
heard?
was
That
saying that.
console doesn't help.
Ugandans, have you heard? By the way,
I've been stabbed.
yeah.
Those ones are being shot. It doesn't help me.
Yeah.
You guys, I found there's a lady who has been here from Nigeria,
Yeah.
from Lagos, and you know how Nigerians and Ugandans go head to toe in hating their country and talking about their governments.
Yeah.
That chick came here and said, guys,
You
she
don't
used
even
us as a reference point.
Uganda is so nice.
My money is still continuing. I've never come back to a country with money. I've never come back
because
to
of how
Nigeria.
bad our
with-
currency is.
that's how
She
relatively,
showed her tours, her trips to where she has been, where she has gone, and said, "You guys,
I still have money.
I still have
like
money."
we're super cheap.
As in
It's because our currency.
our
is so
currency. She was,
bad.
of course, saying, talking about the currency. Let me tell you, the comment section of Nigerians. I promise I didn't understand like 3/4 of the comment section.
Yeah,
They're
because of the
pigeon,
pigeon, yeah.
But it was like, we are coming.
Yeah.
We are coming. We are coming.
No, please come through.
Banana.
Yeah. No, so that, and then I went for other trips. So I was tired. But today I slept back at 12:30. So now I'm calm.
Good for you.
Yeah.
My phone is not on silent.
What do you call someone from Central African Republic?
Actually,
Here is a.
I don't know. I don't know because remember they
Tell
don't
us in the
even-
comments.
Yeah, because they don't even call it Central African Republic is an Anglophone.
It's what we call it.
Yeah.
But what is
But for them it's French.
Oh, that's the old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for them they call it RCA.
Okay.
It's not CAR.
Yeah.
République
All right,
Centrafricaine,
all
I think.
Have you
it's
finished your
RCA, no?
French?
It's okay.
Can I ever finish? When you learn
What
the
level are
language,
you
you will
on?
never finish.
What level are you on now?
And actually, I've been
What about even
practicing.
English? We are at 40
We're
years
still
old.
struggling.
We are still
Yeah.
struggling
We are still
with Joel's
learning.
English.
Yeah, no, but actually for everywhere I've been in the past 3 weeks has been Francophone. And so I've been happy that I could communicate.
nice.
Yeah, I could
That's
communicate, I could be in the meetings, I could But the
Practice
one,
school?
I practiced. But the one of Central African Republic,
It's different.
I've never been so quiet in meetings. You know, meetings are usually like, pa, 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 da, da. But now
Yeah.
you have to think about how to. So I would just tell my colleague,
You'll be looking.
I think like I was such a well-behaved member. So yeah, like you're real, but it was nice. It was nice practice. So that's how I've been working.
Okay.
And the lava is okay?
The lover is fine. The lover is fine. You know, we missed ourselves. So
Now you come back and boom.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
It's a
fine.
PG show.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, Your Highness. Before I ask you how you've been, let
I've been
say-
grounded here in Uganda.
Let me just say something.
Have you been?
Yeah.
Because we already talked about Mauritius.
Finished.
Okay.
Came back,
Because that
it was
not
lovely.
Because that wasn't long
You've
ago.
landed on the Mauritius point I wanted to land on. too.
Oopsie.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Anyway, how was Mauritius?
That was a long time ago. It's really past now. I don't remember, but it was really nice.
Like it wasn't more than
was
3 weeks
so
ago. Was it
nice.
3 weeks ago? Was it over a month ago?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's not a long time of forgetting.
Now by the time this comes, anyway,
Okay,
by the time
yeah.
this airs, it will be a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was so nice. I love the ocean. So
Yeah.
for me, it was a different experience, to be honest.
Okay.
It was a different experience. And even the organization was different. You know, like how you go with your girlfriends,
Yeah.
But now it was just like, because it was a twin's birthday.
Yeah.
So she came with her friends.
Yeah.
And my friend Kato, we came with his friends. So while I know most of, and now they both live between Uganda and London.
Okay.
So now I know Kato's friends in Uganda. So we moved with the Uganda group. We met the London
crew.
Then we met the sisters group.
Yeah.
And like in a second, we were
You
just
had
all one
twa-
party.
That's nice.
And please, we were all above 40. We were the youngest.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was it's the last place like where I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
Never happened
Yeah.
in a long time.
Yeah.
Because we're celebrating a 50th birthday.
Yeah.
So with between we were the youngest at 40.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I was the youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like up to 53 for there.
Yeah. So it was nice.
So nice, so mature.
Responsible enjoyment.
Like when we are tired, we go to bed. Like guys.
Now, so that
bye.
was the strange thing.
Yeah.
We pushed, like we pushed ourselves.
Yeah.
and pushed ourselves. We were all asleep on the plane.
Yeah, like we
actually all going to the plane, and because we have responsible adult money,
Yeah.
we were all asking for good seats or business class.
Yeah.
Most of us were in business class
Yeah.
or booked seats where you can
You get leg room.
You book not even leg room. You book the seats beside you.
Okay.
You block them.
Oh, you block them,
You know you
okay.
can do that on a plane. I just learned
You
it.
can
in
what?
one.
Oh, I
You
didn't
can
know
block
that.
seats
I didn't
for
know
a
that.
fee on a plane.
Yeah, so you have the entire.
So you have the entire and sleep.
Yeah.
So all of us on our trips, we were dead.
enjoying.
Like this. The trip was so much fun, but when the ball stopped rolling,
Everyone.
You recovered for 2 days.
No, it looked nice and it sounded like
2
nice.
weeks.
probably.
Up to now, I'm retired.
You're
But
still
it was nice.
recovering.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a trip when they are a trip you've planned for, a trip you've saved for that you don't have to think about so much. You don't need to a country and start converting foreign currency.
Yeah.
You're not
You go with
overwhelmed.
your people.
Yeah.
And your people have got you. And let me tell you about the generation of over 45, 40. I paid no bill. What do you click?
Yeah.
Like, I can pay my own way and it's great.
Yeah.
But you know what it means to be in this generation where we are both contributing and you're just sat there for a week and the guys are just paying everything? Now they are going to cut this cut
I know,
and
and
post it. Then they
they'll
talk
say
about
that
that girl.
I have not seen so much of Pumla on social media in my life. Joy, what does it mean? What did she say? When did she say this one? What's happening here? Why is she telling men not to get
You
money?
guys, let me
Hey.
tell you, the generation that wants to give women money and pay for everything still exists.
Yeah.
And we love them for it. We love you men for it. Because
Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of feeling slightly offended that you're there. You were trying to pay in a
like
group.
they
You're in a
take
group
your
of
plastic,
10. Remember
take your
when you're
plastic.
your birthdays, you're in a
Yeah.
group of 10.
Yeah.
Then they start splitting. Okay. And this one, they're like even slightly offended that a woman is pulling out her.
As in, how
Yeah.
dare
But
you?
I have a
Yeah,
question
we want
for
to
you
talk
on
with
that
our foreign
thing.
currency.
I have that question for you on that thing, and I was scrolling with some group
On which thing?
on that cutting of money and
No,
guys giving
thank
money.
you.
Wait,
No,
wait,
no,
wait,
we've
wait.
still finished. We're
Wait,
finished.
wait, no.
We're finished,
Wait,
darling.
Wait. These guys even want cash. You understand? Like we go for breakfast, and at the end of the breakfast, like you give me some money. Is that okay? I didn't find okay.
Let me
It's
tell you
okay.
something else that's been happening to me recently.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That conversation we are not engaging.
Because
I want to talk about my child, my son. I've had a whole week,
Yes.
a whole week of support. My son is a rugby player. He's under with a SMAC team, trying to be bought now by the Pirates Club in Uganda. And so they've had nationals, and nationals means school nationals, where you go, I think it was 24 schools. 24 schools, which attracted like 7,000 students, went to between Namilyango College and Seroma Christian High School. So that's where the girls were staying in Seroma, the boys were staying in Namilyango. So many sports, so rugby being one of them. So he went through like yesterday. So you see me, but I'm tired. We left Namilyango, like I reached my home at 11 p.m. I left the house at 7 a.m., went to do my hair, went to do my nails, went to do for this, because I knew I had a shoot today, I knew I wouldn't have time. But I did, then went to Namilyango with his friends, who he calls his brothers. Banage, we supported the boy finals, Ginger SS. Ginger SS won, but the boys played a game. As in, it was just it was a tight game, but the Ginger SS guys. So the Ginger SS guys, they are great, really talented boys. But the school has a strategy, which I would implement if I were
Of having
a head
Bachuba.
of teacher. No, they're not Bachuba. Most sports disciplines try to enforce education in their players. They
Oh, you
try
have to-
for young, for them it's a
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
of you must be educated. We're not just taking you on and you're
Gotcha,
just
gotcha,
there.
gotcha.
Because education is a discipline. Sports is a discipline, teamwork is a discipline, but they need you to be a certain level of educated so that you can understand how to play with
They
each
draw up
other,
the schemes, how
how
you're
to
going to work
engage with each
together.
other. The rules of engagement are different between educated people and non-educated people. That one, it is a fact. So they try to educate them so that in Ginger, there are clubs, rugby clubs, teams, that say, we want you to be on the team. But, so Ginger SS has a strategy that says, we have a rugby team and we want to strengthen it. We are going to pay for that boy, that boy, They go to scout
nice.
at the team event,
They are
at the sports events.
recruiting.
They recruit. and educate the boys. But by the time now they come to play with you, they're already at club level. So they pick kids already in clubs.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
they play different.
Yeah.
They play different. And it's so nice to watch.
Yeah.
And it was so lovely to watch. Like, these are now like just kids like my son, that Tejas and company, really try to, chase these kids. But it was so, it was
How's
amazing.
he feeling? Inspired?
Not at all. You know, when they fail, now you have to teach. It's a lesson in failure, in loss, in managing your emotions, in what. So, that's why I like sports, because it teaches you so many lessons in one. You have to now understand how not to blame, to start pointing fingers. It is you, which they start doing a bit
Especially
of the
team
time.
sports.
Especially team sports. So,
Oh, that's lovely.
So now he's fine, he's okay. They got the silver. And he's now at my home, and we are happy together.
Over to you. How are you?
I am. I'm well. I've had a very interesting time at work.
Oh yeah.
Very, very interesting.
Oh yeah.
For reasons I can't mention, but those who know.
Where does Joel work?
It's okay. She doesn't know. Yeah.
You
it's been
really
an
don't know where
interesting time.
Joel works?
No, I do. I don't know what's the hype.
It's
okay.
We don't
Anyway,
want to say
those who
that.
know
We
know.
can't. But if you just figure out where he works, you figure out
But
where
I
he's
know
at.
where he works.
Yeah. And what's been going on with where he works? But let's go.
And it's okay. It's a really busy year.
Let her update herself. She's
It's a
like,
really busy year.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Let me update
So-
myself.
Let me text you since
I've
we
been
are
on
far.
leave. I don't know anything that's happening in the world.
Everyone has been on.
I even
now
just
that-
learned this morning that the central bank got robbed.
You're lying.
I don't know
You know how
anything
many
that's
jokes they
happening
said about
about.
stealing your laptop?
People were telling me and I didn't understand that joke. So now imagine in your workplace.
You have no idea. I made a vow to myself that I'm going to have at least one day to myself every week, because I was working kind of mad, and it's not healthy. And I found that it's weird. It's Sundays. On Sundays, that's my day to do whatever it is that I want to do. And when you say, what are you doing? Nothing. And I'm doing nothing.
You don't even go to church.
No. Every to those of us who are spiritual, every place is a church.
Go and rest
No,
in
when
the
you
house
invite
of
me,
the
when you invite
Lord.
me to, man, I can't rest there. Those guys. Meanwhile,
You
I have,
cannot rest in our
I have-
churches.
I have-
The singing
I
is
have-
here and the shouting
it
we
can't
shout.
happen.
Really?
It cannot happen.
Hey,
No,
it
but-
still happens.
Oh yeah, not as much as like Nigeria.
Praise and worship.
Yeah, but praise and worship is it's the cake in the church.
Okay.
I feel like without it, what are we
Do they
doing?
still do that thing of hold your neighbor's hand?
Oh, tell them you love them.
There is a lot of. I thank you. There's generally a lot of
used to
thingy,
walk
a lot of
away in that
engagement.
part.
Oh, tell your neighbor.
Tell your neighbor is not the problem. Hold your neighbor's hand. Turn to your neighbor.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, like those prayer requests, and they say, "I pray for the most intimate
I
thing that's
find
going
that in
on with them."
Watoto these days.
Actually, I was in Watoto,
Yeah,
so that's where you're from.
Because they still make you pray with your neighbors. Yeah.
Oh, but other churches not so much.
I haven't seen it much in other churches.
Which church are you referring to?
Worship
Worship
harvest.
harvest, I guess.
Which other ones?
Oh, there are only two
That's
churches.
where she
Yeah, there are only two churches in the
No,
country.
but even the Baptist
Thank you.
churches these days. All Saints, did we used to
I
hold
thought she's
hands?
even in a group and all
All
Saints
Saints.
with me.
We used, yeah, All
Yeah, we
Saints
used
did
to
that.
have nine, the
No.
9 a.m. and the 3 p.m.
They'll tell you to hold hands?
Yes,
Are
9
you
was
serious?
always, because the 9 was a little bit more contemporary.
Yeah.
It's in 11 where they say hold each other for what?
An Anglican church.
Yeah,
I'm so
you see even
shocked.
me, yeah, because Auntie...
Anglicans are like light Catholic. They're like,
Yeah, those people.
Yeah,
don't
but
small.
still.
It is
no,
only
but these days
usually
Anglican has
Pentecostal.
I
become
said there's even
mini
Reformed.
Pentecostal.
Yeah, it's leaning.
Oh,
Pentecostal.
Yeah, it's leaning more Pentecostal.
But you're saying in your time when you were kids.
It's not like we're
That's a
there
long
in
time.
ancient days.
45 years ago.
The believers alone.
These youths here on the podcast. Anyway, today's episode
Tell us.
Tell us.
is about entrepreneurship. Nanti, we're entrepreneurs now, you know, like we are doing our own thing. So, allow me to do my intro, please. Entrepreneurship. The word that gets the loudest applause at every Ugandan graduation and the most knowing laugh from those of us who've tried to do something like a business. I'll give you the numbers first. According to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, GEM or GEM,
The Global Entrepreneurship Monitor.
Yeah, Uganda is consistently one of the most entrepreneurial countries on earth. 30% of adults are running some kind of business, and we've been ranked number 1 more than once. So Ugandans are the most entrepreneurial. Every student event, because I'm going to be attending a graduation, I think this is going to happen, we hear the same thing. We need job creators, not job seekers. Now that's until you read the fine print. The definition of an entrepreneur is essentially anyone who pays wages, even if they're paying their own wages.
Okay.
Right? That's the definition that they're utilizing. Someone who has paid their own wages or someone's wages for a business. Now, by that definition, a border rider, man selling tomatoes, chapati guy, Sudhir, Solomon King, all of them sit in that thing of entrepreneur. Okay. Now, we're not number one because we're uniquely brilliant. That's one thing that we have to just think about, right? We're number one because the formal economy doesn't have enough room to absorb all of Uganda. There's a scholar called Joseph Pilota who wrote an essay called The Entrepreneur as Hero. And in that, he was arguing that the entrepreneur stops being just an occupation in the modern day and has become a virtue. It has become a thing that you have to have. Become a hustler. Be entrepreneurial. Wow, I really like that.
Say that again. I've never managed to say
entrepreneurial.
Is that how it is?
I think I wanted to say enterprising, but
entrepreneur.
Yes,
Entrepreneur.
Yes, I think so.
Entrepreneur.
Yes.
So do you pronounce the R?
Yes.
I believe so. Yeah, 3 masters, and we're dying.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Because now we know about Moses, some people don't know.
And Joseph.
All right, ostensibly the 4 of us on the podcast have made it. Would you say you've made it?
Where?
According to the Ugandan standard, you've made it, right?
To where?
You are employed as an adult. You're functioning proper adult.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You're doing well.
I'm part
to
of
the economy.
the percent
right?
that is.
Yeah, you're the exception. Salary, probably you have a pension, some savings, all of that stuff, right? But before all of that, maybe we tried something. Or maybe even as we are doing these things, we tried something. So today we're going to be talking about those small graveyards, those small things that we try to do. And we're going to ask ourselves the question, is the fact that Uganda's entrepreneurial status, is it a flex or is it a wound? Okay?
Okay.
All right. So who wants to go first? Has any of you ever started a business and how did it go?
So let's first backtrack.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I've always known an entrepreneur to be somebody who sees a problem and then does the work to create value to find a solution to that problem. A unique problem. A unique problem.
You're underscoring unique, right?
Unique, yeah. So now, it's when I was now doing some research for the show, that I see a few people here, and you've just also mentioned, and I wanted to ask this.
Yeah.
That now, how do you separate between a business person, and an entrepreneur? Like, it's trying to make it seem like everybody who comes with a business, and you've said it rightfully, that a lot of Ugandans are not really being innovative. Because for me, when I hear the word entrepreneur, it's innovation. It's taking risks. It's adding value. It's saying that people don't want to leave their homes. People don't want to cook, and they don't want to leave their homes to go to a restaurant. So let's deliver food to them. Let us create food delivery. Let's bridge a gap. It is saying, creating an app on a phone that says, okay, we want to connect with people in a more broader and more purposeful way. So let's create social media platforms where people can connect, can speak to each other without having to pick up a phone call or driving somewhere to meet them. Like, unique, you find a problem, it's not just a solution that's unique maybe, that solves a big problem that you may not even realize that you had.
No, I
So
think
I think
that's
you-
part of it.
So for me, that's what I had always known when they say entrepreneur.
Even in a business, because you're saying the difference between any of the guys who did entrepreneurship.
start an enterprise.
Entrepreneurship. Yeah, you start an enterprise.
You're an enterprising
Come
person?
and tell us. So even in a business, right? You have the founder of the business. That's
Yes.
the entrepreneur.
Okay.
Then you have the rest of us who are working within the business
Okay.
as employees.
Okay.
So I think entrepreneurship has a lot to do with like the founders
ownership
starting the
and,
ownership. Once you start something, you're an entrepreneur. Whether it has innovation, whether it doesn't have innovation, whether we are
So that's, I've just found that out in the
I
research.
think it was rebranded quite recently.
We didn't ask Alan how he was. Can you imagine?
Because we said happy anniversary.
No.
I thought
no,
we
you know, we
had,
are outside. It reminds us of like the old episodes where we're like,
Eh.
they are quiet.
Even ask
No,
Alan
Honestly,
how
when
he
we began the thing, I thought we
was.
started with you.
Oh my God, that's so true.
No, but
Go
yeah,
on,
every
ask,
time I
ask
don't
the
get it, it's
gentleman.
fine. I think it was rebranded to bring the innovation part into it, right? There was a point where there was
Okay.
like, it was enterprise, business. So when the word startup came
Exactly,
in,
that's
it
what I was
was
thinking about.
rebranded entrepreneur
Okay.
at the innovation part.
Yeah.
But like, go
Okay.
do something different. Because back
Yeah.
then, you would start
Okay.
this, even so start this, so they
Yeah.
start asking you, how is it different
Yeah.
from
Okay.
the other person saying that? So it just turned.
But
at
all
some
those
point in
women
time.
that have, say, stalls in the market are entrepreneurs.
Technically, yeah.
Auntie, that's what
There's-
I'm
there's
just
nothing-
realizing.
Yeah, but right
I
now
just
they
thought
will
it was
tell
a
them,
business.
You're not. They'll tell them you're just a business.
Even that's what I thought, that you're just a business.
I think
Let's
they
be
took up
serious.
that word as a French word
They've
to like
tried
make it
to,
seem
yeah.
like you're at a different level. So I
Okay,
think
okay.
the branding is that, oh, you're going to solve problems. Like
Okay.
everything that you described is what is told to people who are
Okay.
studying to become entrepreneurs.
Okay.
But the fact is, very few people actually do something completely unique.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's you've executed an idea better than somebody else,
Okay.
or you
Okay.
found some
Got you. Now we're on the same
section.
page.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
we're on
yeah.
the same page.
So now that we've done that, are you an entrepreneur or are you a businesswoman?
Actually, now you've merged
Now you've
everything.
allowed, yeah.
No. According to what we're saying, entrepreneur, from your own definition, where you've seen something, you want to respond to it, there's a need, do you call yourself an entrepreneur? Have you done anything enterprising? in that
Yeah,
sense?
so for me, I always knew that what I was doing was businesses, not entrepreneurship, because there was nothing really unique. The only thing I think unique I've done, which I'll speak about after, I think the first business I ever really tried was, so I had a business in 2020, no, before COVID. Maybe 2017, 16.
It was 7 years ago.
16 was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Yeah.
You know, I put, she's coughed.
10 years ago.
Yeah. It was after
2016.
We've known each other for 2
2016.
decades.
We
Okay, continue.
We
It was
have.
about 2016, I
Yeah.
think. About 2016, 2017. Until now, usually I mark my date timelines with the person I'm dating. So I was trying to remember when I was in that
I even
relationship.
thought you were going to say when with my son. So I was trying to remember.
My son's my whole life. I can't mark him.
Okay.
So I mark periods because they're
Okay.
like 2 years here, 3 years there,
So like now
5
the point I
years
was
here.
with,
So I remember this. I was with this guy. So I
Yeah.
was
This
trying to
guy,
remember.
Tito Okello, if we're comparing with presidents.
Abambi, he was
Was this
my he was my first reel after my
After
divorce.
Lincoln, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like my first reel, not
Okay.
playing.
Yeah.
It was like my first reel
Milton
when I was
Obote.
just
Yeah.
like
Milton Obote
Mutese.
then.
Mutese.
Mutesa was. Do we call him a real?
Mutese and then Obote.
Obote.
this
He was
is
Obote.
Yeah,
was
Obote
Obote.
one, yeah.
He was Obote. He was
was
Obote.
Yeah,
Was
they moved to the
real.
left.
Change his name in your phone to Obote.
Obote.
I don't have any ex whose name starts with O. They may now Obote.
Obote.
Now I started a business. I used to do packaging. So I wanted to, because again, I was looking for something that I can do to earn extra income as an employee, which I wouldn't take too much of my time. Now, of course, for me, I've always been this person of monetize your passion,
Yeah.
do something that you
And it was
already
your
know.
first business
It was
ever?
my first real business. So I learned how to bake from my mom. So I
Yeah.
do a lot of baking. I do personal baking. I bake for my friends and things like that. Anything, sweets,
Yeah.
cookies, biscuits, cakes,
Yeah.
name it. So I decided, no,
Like
not at
wedding,
all.
right?
That one never. Never.
Only consuming.
Nothing illegal.
Yeah. Only consuming.
So I decided, let me see what I can bake and see what I can package.
Something
So I
that
was
does not take
doesn't
too
take
much time.
So now
Let me
this
see
is
what I
where it
can
comes
bake.
from. So I decided to only do events. No, holidays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'll do on
Valentine's.
Valentine's. Okay.
Mother's Day. So I don't pick them out in my head. I said Valentine's, Mother's Day,
People
Father's
that
Day.
bake are always
not
tired.
Christmas,
Their eyes are
not
always
Easter.
red.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Not
Like,
Matters
like
Day, you don't
things,
get
no.
people as they're walking here. Please, I know
Like
you're
I wanted,
dying.
I decided let me pick those 3 big
Okay.
holidays that
Okay.
people
Okay, so like a
to
seasonal
enjoy.
business.
It was a seasonal business. I invested in a deep freezer now.
Hey,
You start big.
Yeah,
serious person?
because I wanted to do many and then
At that
small.
point, you are
I
an
get you.
entrepreneur. You are not a businesswoman.
It was a business.
She's an investor.
You are an investor. Angel investor. That's what you are.
catalytic fund. She's about, yeah, we're going to move.
I remember my partner is because he gave me space at his home. And I lived in the village. and he lived in Kampala. So he gave me space at his home.
But migration was
near.
beginning.
I left my home. Please not that business birthed another business because this man allowed me to leave my home and work in his home. Airbnb had just started.
Oh, so Airbnb.
I Airbnb my
You are
home.
in your entrepreneurship
Yeah,
era.
Airbnb my home. So now I was conducting 2 businesses at the same time.
Also, you were living with him.
Yeah, so I moved on trial basis
Yeah.
to see if this thing can catch. Because I needed to do the work from there and then do the deliveries and what. Valentine's was coming.
Yeah.
So the first month, so January, I wanted to do the practice, what I can put together, what packaging, started sourcing different people packaging. I even called, was it Javas? To ask them where they get their boxes from. I called different people who I thought had nice packaging. Then I did the baking, I got what I needed in my head. Then I also knew there are things which I have to import.
Yeah.
I got some people who could send me stuff. I had now established
No, you're an
myself.
entrepreneur,
I had energy of youth,
Business. Now the days are drawing closer. I started to think even of a name.
You bought the freezer before you had even
treats.
ever sold a cookie.
I bought the freezer before I had even ever sold a cookie, even made. I just knew in my head, I put the plan, what I needed.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I'm doing so
Planned kid
much
approach,
stock,
short menu.
I'm doing so much stock, I need somewhere to keep the things.
Yeah.
So where will I keep them? So some of it even was like rolled dough, things like that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, where am I going to keep the things? I need a freezer.
Yeah.
So I bought the freezer, I put that his home, my partner's home at that time. Then we started now advertising on social media.
Yeah. What was the business?
There wasn't either one popular on Facebook those
What was it
days.
called?
Tasty Treats.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's
Which
look
caused
it
me
up.
another problem.
Because
Because I
somebody else
can
was called
imagine.
Tasty something.
I'm coming there. We start. First problem, the things I had called for importation got stopped somewhere.
Tax.
It
Strait
was
of
just a
Hormuz?
logistics issue, a supply
Okay.
issue.
Okay.
So the timeline was
Going the
extended.
Strait of Hormuz.
No, it was a Strait of
Geopolitics.
Hormuz problem.
Oh, I
It was a
understand.
state of, it was a
Yeah.
Hormuz problem.
Yeah.
Actually, wasn't it? It was not our financial crisis time.
No.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
Was there a crisis in 2016?
Yes.
There was.
No, that
That's
was
how you will. No,
no,
2008.
That was 2008.
But
Happened
for
in
us,
2016.
things started
No, but
echoing
something
here.
happened. Something
No,
happened.
Trump became
But what I
president,
can't
that's
remember, something happened, and then it was stalled.
Yeah.
Something got stalled, and I couldn't get them. And now the date of delivery was like 3 days after Valentine's.
Yeah. And meanwhile, your things
Now
are
I
what?
started sourcing.
Your things are depending on the.
Now I have the things which are in my control. I'm
Yeah.
able to do. I've started working on them,
Yeah.
doing the baking, put the thing in the freezer. I'm just going to bake,
Yeah.
fresh, package, and
Yeah.
now I'm just waiting for these things so I
Yeah.
can add them.
The only thing
to
that
the
was
box.
missing, Pumla, was booking a wedding. Because the way you you had to book a wedding because you're doing every first time she's importing her, but
And this other business, what do I need? A deep freezer?
a deep freezer and importing
I need to start thinking
before
about how I'm going to
concept,
advertise.
before anything.
Oh, what's the name of
Pumla,
this
let's
business? No one has
continue.
tested, but I know it's going to work.
Let's
Of course.
continue.
I haven't had a flyer.
Alan, are we okay here?
I had a flyer,
Alan,
guys.
Saba? Yeah? Okay. Okay.
Now, when that calamity comes, now I start to source from other places.
Yes.
I go to supermarket upon supermarket.
Were people
me, I was doing the
pre-ordering?
bakings, and people have
for
started
socials, of
pre-ordering.
course,
I was on social media. And I was telling people this is now 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
First, please book for
But take this seriously, I need.
Please, not another thing. Now my sister was working with Safe Border at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
So I called her. I said, Madam. Actually, no. I told the idea to my family.
Yeah.
I call my sister, Pumla. Let's partner with you since
Yeah.
you have reach on Facebook.
Yeah.
You give
And
us
we
some
partner. We
business
do
as well.
business. Yeah.
Yeah.
You advertise for Safe Border. We'll deliver it for
Yeah.
you for free.
Yeah.
So your clients, everybody in Kampala,
Yeah.
free delivery.
Yeah.
So picture even my flyer had
Things are
Safe
coming
Border,
together.
but free delivery you have to allow to take like a picture.
Did
or
you make
something.
Did you make hard copy flyers? Or was it
It was
online?
only online.
Please,
It was
we're
only
ESG
online. At that time,
compliant.
Yeah.
it was only online.
No, 10 years ago, people were still making hard copy stuff.
Was it?
Okay.
They were.
It was
Yeah.
made on Facebook.
They were. What?
Yeah.
I was depending on my
Your social
reach, my
media,
social
yeah,
media
yeah.
influence. So guys started ordering.
Meanwhile, the things are in the Strait of Hormuz.
I go supermarket. I reach Chikubo. Inga the things are weak. Then I have nothing to do. I started sourcing, buying things good. What are those things called? And it's just sweets like
Yeah.
chocolate
Oh,
good things. That's a good thing.
You were,
Just spice
you
things
were
up.
not only importing you were importing even like
The
What
candies.
the
I was
ingredients?
importing the candies.
Oh, wow.
The chocolate and the candies. That's all I was importing.
Wow.
Yeah, I was doing the baking of the other things, but importing the sweets, the candies, the chocolates. And because they were so unique from outside countries, they're from the US. Panang. Then that ended. So I now put in the local things, which were fake. Me, I saw them that they are fake.
Yeah.
But I had nothing to do. I had already even priced. I was just like, you know what, nothing to do. Packaged my things. Sent. Started delivering on that day. Things were booming. Things were going well in the morning. Guys were, yeah. But let me tell you, social media can lie to you. Now, all the people who are receiving were sending me messages, boom, like, wow, this thing, my chana, my chick, because guys were mostly the ones calling me. Of course. Deliver to my chick. And now I'm there, social media, and they are praising me, what your things are nice. So now I had now boxes. I had now people who started calling me from like companies.
Yeah.
Can you deliver? Want to give like how you to our staff?
Yeah.
The women.
Yeah.
Was it the women? Well, like I want to give our staff the women. But I think doesn't the truth start coming out there? The real feedback. And please note now, it's the person. It was this one person who calls you and says, "I want to thank you for 30 women in our company." Now that person is now forwarding to you messages of
See what they're saying to me.
Bananga. What was the feeding?
What's this nonsense?
Bananga, I saw this sweet in Chikubo.
Indeed,
it was there. But if I tell you, I had never seen those sweets before. They just were okay. They were okay, but compared to what I was bringing, they were really nice. Bananga. So my only thing there was like nothing was talked about. On people were happy with the what I had baked. That was alright.
It was this.
It was these who other.
Now I'm a really good baker, but I cannot decorate for shit.
Okay.
So now that was another comment that started coming. That even at least like the artistic. What is that thing? Aesthetic.
The aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Even that one became a problem. Banange. I'm saying it was real time feedback on the real day.
Because you are running a business for the first time by delivering.
I took deep freezer.
I took leave.
Come watch me. Come all of you. Whatever you planning.
Leave. Banange. The guys
the first.
I sat there with my dude, please not my dude. I had kept him up the whole night awake. And we were packing things. All the boxes were finished. He was even so impressed with me. He was like, Panange, we've done a good.
We've fallen in things.
Hey,
I'm a serious woman.
And I went back to regroup. I said, you guys, first of all, this business. Then I was so tired.
But yes, of course.
I was tired for like 3 days.
Yes. Yeah.
It was not worth it in my books.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it at all.
What was the profit margin?
Then, no. While I'm there thinking about regrouping, some lady calls me. Excuse me, madam. I've been seeing around some flyers with tasty treats. Are you registered with the URSB?
Yeah.
That is very
You're
like, same more.
I said, no, that's my. I told her, oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. No, I was just doing something. It's just like a playtime thing. I didn't realize. I checked everywhere to see if there was a name. Like, I didn't find any. But it's okay. Let me find another name. Then she didn't send me. But she was really kind.
She was kind.
She was kind to me. She wasn't like.
She also called tasty treats.
It was real tasty treats. And she sent me her certificate
of registration. Yeah.
Banange.
They don't look tasty.
She's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Actually, I think just added that UG. It wasn't there.
There's another treats here.
She added it. There was another. So that one may be an old one, a new one. This one was real tasty treats.
Yeah.
On that note, I decided
business zero. The end.
Let me go.
So what happened to this deep freezer?
Let me go back to being an employee. No, but I always knew there must be something I can start. Then I did the Airbnb. Airbnb, what stopped me was COVID, to be honest. When COVID came, I just decided to stop. Actually, I opened. Were
you renting to Airbnb or you?
So I got an apartment actually here in Chambogo. I got an apartment and So I did a trial. I did a trial.
Thank God.
I got a furnished one. I didn't furnish it myself. So I decided I wanted to buy. But this time, because of the deep freezer incident, I said, let me not go in deep. Let me not commit ahead of time. But please note, I had gone in ready to buy condominium. I had gone in ready to buy and furnish. I don't know what mosquito entered my head.
You're mad.
And just said, first proof of concept. First funny.
the first thing, yeah.
I said no. Buy a funny and first go
Yeah,
rent.
married.
Yes, of course.
Immediately.
I paid rent for 3 months.
Without any single customer.
No,
Oh,
booming business.
oh, beautiful.
Booming business.
Beautiful.
Booming. Everything that I was, so in my head, it was flowing. Because
Yeah.
it was close by, I was
Yeah.
paying, it was a little higher on the
Yeah.
higher end. People were in and out
Yeah.
all the time. I was
Yeah.
fully booked
Yeah.
the entire time. So now I knew I'm making, but guess what?
COVID.
On the 3rd month when I was now just deciding to, because the guy, I told the guy I'm renting to purchase.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, I'll give you 3 months. He said, you look like a very serious person. I know you'll come back. I trust you. COVID hit.
Yeah.
That was January.
Yeah.
They sent our children, no Feb. When did they send our children back to school? March.
I just remember my
Feb.
problem started in March.
Feb,
Because even
Feb.
my entrepreneurship story was in March.
Feb. They closed us down.
Straight off
I thank God for
Mose.
that mosquito. Yeah, because
No, but you still have the business.
Because imagine if she had bought.
No, COVID changed the Airbnb business.
Oh, it's not booming anymore.
completely. It's there, but it has really changed. It has been restructured. It's
Yeah.
not the same. Not the same. You have to be able now to do short-term stay.
Paula, all I want to know.
Yeah.
Nabacha, what happened to the deep freezer? Where is it?
It's at my home.
It's
Working
it's
for
the
me
one,
at my
eh?
home.
It's
Yeah.
the one.
No, me, I
Okay.
cook for a long
Yeah,
time. So I freeze my things and I put it. It's the one at my
And then
home.
the things that were in the street,
in the street.
the ones that were
Does the
blocked
bottom have shares?
in the Strait of Hormuz, they came and then you just. So did you bake only
No, we
once?
gave them out. My son was young.
Okay.
We used them for a party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did you
we
try
used them for a
again?
birthday party.
Did you try again?
Kids at the party. Remember that party?
I'd never ever tried again.
Yeah.
But what that taught me, at that time it was just like, you know yourself, you're not a woman of struggle. I've always known I'm not a woman of struggle. That life where I must, because I want to make money, or I want to create or have impact. I knew my path has never been a difficult path.
Yeah.
So now that's
There are
when I
people
started.
where their path is a difficult path.
Yeah. By design. By design.
Then for them it's
Yeah.
that they like
You know
hustle.
that
No, they
Elon
don't want
Musk is
hustle.
somebody
Yeah.
of struggle.
Okay.
Elon Musk alone, just by design. That's his temperament. Even when he's been interviewed, he really says it that for me, even when I go to bed, I'm thinking about the next problem.
Yeah.
And I can't sleep. He said, I would never wish this life on
Yeah.
anybody. There are just some people whose
no,
paths are
when
just
when I was saying struggle, I don't think I was thinking about Elon Musk.
Oh no! So I'm giving you
struggle
that.
from Kampala.
Let me tell you, in life, there are
Yeah.
people who will always
Who are
have to
entrepreneur-
struggle.
yeah.
It's just how the world is set up. Never ever think that we're ever going to be here on this earth and
Everyone is kawa.
It will
Yeah,
never,
I agree.
ever
I agree.
happen.
No. What I am challenging
Is the meant.
fact that is meant like
They
that
are
you're meant to
yeah.
struggle.
They are meant to, of the choices they make. So for you,
Yeah.
if it depends on the choice you make
Yeah.
after a certain
Yeah.
point. But from where you've started
Yeah.
from, so you have no choice where you start from, then you struggle. Then you're used to struggle life. You lived in survival. That's all you know as an adult now. So
Okay.
you continue to struggle and survive. Then I learned a new entrepreneurship. I even found the word. Is it the word that I... Speakerpreneurship.
Yeah, that one.
I found that one.
Let's put it
I asked, so I checked in and I put in search engines and I described what I do.
Yeah.
I said, because of how I knew what entrepreneur was, I said, I always knew that I can educate, but I never ever found my niche to educate until I found financial literacy.
Yeah.
And then when I started to speak about financial literacy, I realized the gaps in financial education in this country.
Yeah.
And I realized how just a basic knowledge of managing finances can change people's lives. I found that problem. I said, let me create content around financial literacy to help Ugandans live better lives.
Yeah.
So I put that in the search engine. I said, what is it? That's speakerpreneurship. So
Yeah.
actually, ChatGPT made me feel validated me and said, but Pumla, you know you're a speakerpreneur, right?
Yeah.
I was like, sure. I went and searched the word speakerpreneur and they validated.
Yeah.
I checked, it's a real
Yeah,
word.
that's me
It's a real word.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, there are people who just go out and educate. So
Yeah.
you're like an educator, but are you
it's very weird
being
because
paid to do it? Yeah. I'm being paid to
Having
do.
known you, the first thing I knew about you is you're such a even your Lisa used to say there's something that Puna has, like she will just write something and people will
Yeah.
to it. So
So it's
almost
words,
it was
right? So it's written, it's
was right
spoken.
there,
So
just
for me, I
that you
always
did
thought it was
term.
written.
Okay, because you started
I
with
always thought it was
written.
written. So even up to now, I tell you the truth. If I was in a different place, I'd still be writing.
Yeah.
But because I learned that the environment that I live in are not really
responsive.
readers.
Yeah.
It's response. They respond more to those short
Yeah.
clips
Yeah.
on social media
Yeah,
where you've
saying,
spoken,
"Don't give men
where you
your
said,
money."
"Don't give men money."
Yeah.
Why? Then it evokes. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Why she's saying
Trying to start conversations.
Yeah.
Trying to make people's brains start to think. Trying to shift people's mindsets from fixed to growth, and knowing that that journey
Yeah.
is uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and there's going to be backlash,
Planned it.
and I was ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, that was the change
So
I
the
was trying to
baking-
do.
So the
the
baking-
baking, I poured it. The baking taught me, Pumla, this is struggle life. Leave it for somebody else
Yeah.
who will have more interest in it.
Yeah.
And who will enjoy it more, or maybe not, maybe
Yeah.
make more money
Yeah.
from it. Leave it for someone who has time. I also
Yeah.
didn't have
Yeah.
the time. Airbnb taught me. Airbnb I liked, Bambi.
Yeah.
That one I think I'll do again.
Yeah.
I think I will do
Yeah.
again.
Also with Tasty Treats Dear, you started too big. You didn't do proof of concept at all.
That one is true.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
one is
like
true.
you should have baked co for your
Where
friends,
you're
baked co for
making
your
things,
family,
because
and
what's
understand.
up, how long
always
does it
done
take?
that.
No, but in terms of as a business, like
business,
start,
it's different.
start
okay,
small and
okay,
then
okay.
see how you can.
There was no testing. I tested
Yeah.
on the public.
on the event, including importing.
You should have asked Mandela. He would have told you, me, I've started Zavas. I'll
Yeah.
show you it's
Yeah.
done.
So now
wow.
currently it's I
That's
decided to do
entrepreneurship.
something. Yeah, it's just
So I think you're an
it's just really
entrepreneur.
speaking. Yeah, well, the Google engine says that I'm an entrepreneur because the gap I'm trying to fill.
You're enterprising off of
I'm
the
enterprising
gap
off
that you've
of- yeah,
seen, and
yeah,
you're providing
and providing
something.
knowledge
Actually, you're
and
doing it quite
information.
well, because I'm
And
curious
tools.
about what you're saying. Is you are looking for a word to define what you're doing, which I think it's part of what entrepreneurs struggle with. They look in the world to see.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone knows what this is,
Is.
but it's possible that you're someone who's creating that lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
That's
may be the one to
possible.
name it.
That's
We'll call
possible.
it a Pumla Dome.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's not
Sure.
a name, a better name.
Yeah, not
I'm
Pumla.
not
Yeah.
a name creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Uh-huh.
Name
Business.
generator.
You tell us.
I've done many.
COVID.
You who doesn't do things that you
done
want to be
many.
great at.
No.
Tell us. Uh-huh.
I've done many. My first business, stroke entrepreneurial thing, right?
Okay.
Was until for me in my head I knew an entrepreneur is a person who starts something, the founder.
Okay.
So for me that has always been
Okay.
my school of thought. So first was in primary school.
Okay.
Of course.
All my stories start from there. P3.
Of course. Hey, the one with the kasut.
No, P3.
Oh, P3,
they used
sorry,
to pack.
that
I don't even know.
was-
First of all, they used to pack for us bread and juice every day.
Your parents.
Yeah, my parents. Bread with blue band.
was in
and
Buganda
as
Road.
in Buganda
I
Road.
thought that was typical Buganda Road bread.
Maybe.
Even our neighbors were in Buganda Road, that was their bread.
Yeah.
standard.
Yeah. So bread and juice.
But was
every
it you were
day.
the one there, you were opening your packs at the same time?
Until now, for me, I moved on from that because I started selling my bread.
Oh, go,
So that was the first thing I did. I sold my bread because I was like this. I was done. I was like, I'm
Pre-puberty, you
tired.
already
I was
selling.
like, I was selling it because I wanted to buy samosas.
Oh, you had a canteen.
Yes, we had a canteen.
Banana
And they used to hardly give us money. Like they used to give us very little
Yeah.
money, but I want to buy things from the canteen. So I'm like, this bread, people want it. So instead of giving it to them for free,
Okay.
I'm going to sell
Sell
it.
it.
So yeah. So I used
How
to
much
sell.
was
I don't even remember. I used
like
to sell
100?
it. You guys, primary
I don't even
school.
remember how much it
Because 100 shillings.
Then they even used to bring over lunch for some kids, like those
What was
rich,
that
rich
with
kids.
buying bread?
I don't know. I don't know, but people, I had
Rich
clients.
kids.
Someone who eats samosas every day.
Maybe.
So you would buy.
The rich kids were
Yeah.
eating samosas
You
all the
think?
time.
Eh?
I used to sell my bread every day.
You had what? Blue band?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's possible. Someone who
Every
eats
day.
samosa. Who eats samosa.
Anyway, so that
Free
was
spread.
primary.
And was it giving enough money to buy the samosas?
100%.
Oh, okay.
100%. So that was my first entrepreneurial thing. Then in high school, I was the leader of the Kamas Club.
Uh-huh.
So I remember they were like, you guys, as the Kamas Club, you must sell something.
What would you do in the
Do
Kamas
you remember
Club?
me to use?
That's
Do you remember me to
nice.
use? Those bulleto thingies?
Oh gosh.
Remember me to use? It was like a card. They used to sell them at, what was the name of that? Me to you. It was just a Kalito
Me to you,
card.
I thought
with-
it was airtime.
I look for and see the thing.
It's
No,
also
I know,
airtime. But then there was also
Let's see
me
if I
to
can
you. We
find
used to
it.
call them me to you, but they were just
In high
little
school?
cards. Yes, they were. You must have guys.
got a few.
Guys
Continue, it was
so it's just a Kalito card with maybe a message. Then at the back there is from
this
to.
person to this
So it
person,
was me
yeah.
to. That's why we used to call them me to use.
I also learned from
Even
They were,
here.
That's
they were,
chick.
what's the name of
If
that?
I-
What's the
Yeah.
name of the bookstore that
I
used to
got
sell
it.
me to use? Do you remember? It was there next to Chippers. Remember
I know
Chippers
the one,
ice
the
cream?
comic
That one
book
I remember.
place,
So
I
there
know.
was Chippers, then there was
Castor.
a Castor that used to
I
sell
remember.
Christian
Really dating
things.
ourselves.
So anyway, I would buy me to use
Chippers.
as the Commerce Club, bring
Back
them
when
in and
KPC
then
was
sell to students, so they give to themselves, and so that money belonged to the Commerce Club. And it was, and then I said finding out what do people like. People like people want maybe what are those things where people used to buy themselves? Those were writing pads.
I don't know where
Yeah.
So
I
I'd bring in
Writing
Bonais,
pads.
I'd bring in Bonais writing pads. I'd bring in, and so Bambi, the Commerce Club was making money. So at that time I was like, should I have like a business born? That was the second one, but that was all easy things.
Was it allowed in school though?
It was because it was the club.
Okay,
It was the Commerce Club. So we'd even send a teacher.
Also strangely, ours wasn't allowed. Now, by the way, that's high school. That's where creativity goes to fail.
Because we'd send
Hello. By looking at the camera.
I'm not confident.
Mama,
for you. I want to you when you're going to talk to Bonga.
Yeah, you speak of us
When you're
like
going to
that.
talk to Bonga.
How can you refuse people
Yeah.
to bring in things to sell to their fellow students?
Yeah. You can find a way to
And
organize
think
it.
that their
Yeah.
brains are going to
Yeah.
to become
They were saying,
industrial.
Don't sell because they're going to be like, you guys are going to now start creating inequality.
Yeah.
You're going to have more cash, then you start paying people. I know in Dom they told some guy to stop paying people to do his potter, to do his housework. and
Of
stuff.
course,
They're
there's a
like,
reason
"Hey,
for
you
that."
become a small don. Go and clean the toilet.
Meanwhile, the
Then
people who
also
are dying.
we open a way for contraband, right?
Yeah, even contraband, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still happening. It's just that it was not allowed.
So there was that. Then at LDC, my friend's mom used to travel to the UK.
Do I know this friend?
Yes.
Of course.
Remember Andrea?
That one.
As usual, I'm always going.
Fine.
So she used to travel to the UK, and then we started giving her money to buy us clothes to sell.
From
So
your
she'd
room?
bring us from would sell from
LDC.
LDC, yeah. So we'd give her money. Remember, there is no transport cost. There is nothing. We just collect money. I'm sure Mambi should add for us. All other things she has done for us. I'm sure she would add for us, but then she'd
I'm
bring clothes.
sure.
And at that time with LDC, you'd sell. At first, I was like, "Hey, man, I got dress over 100K one," but the dresses were 80K, 100K, and we also the market was. So it was myself. We were
100,000 Uganda shillings
Yes,
at that time.
at LDC, and people would buy.
Which people?
And no more Kampala people.
No, adults, not students.
Even
What
some
am I saying
students.
was
Even some
students?
students. Even some students. Because when I was at LDC, there
Was
were
it
50 years.
100?
Yeah.
Wait, you were selling?
Clothes of 100K.
I didn't enjoy any of that money.
80K, 100K. That's where I made my first million. I made
I
1
don't even
million
buy clothes at
LDC. I
100K
was
in
like,
2026.
yeah,
My
we
clothes.
were selling
But except
at
if I'm going to a wedding.
we were selling.
No, I'm telling you the truth. No, all my work clothes are
Yeah.
80K and they're second
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
from the UK.
We were
I think I'm going to
selling.
transition because
Yeah,
it's
so we
And
were-
this is
supposed to be
10
a
years late. No, when did you go to LDC?
When was I at LDC? 2011.
Imagine.
2011.
You guys, do you know what 100K was in 2011?
Yeah.
like 5 tops.
Yeah. So Banagandia, we were such.
5 tops? We used to get...
Because man,
10K.
100K at
10K. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
They were return. No.
Yeah,
They were 500
we would
shillings.
sell. By the way,
University.
you know, that's the thing that shocked us.
From Owin.
That's the thing that shocked us because she'd bring us one suitcase.
Boys life because
You would invest
Jeans were
maybe
like
500K.
100.
You get 2 more. You invest, I don't know how much. We were real making money. So at LDC.
Is this why you disappeared in
So
LDC?
at LDC, we proper made money. Then at
guys.
a certain point, Bambi, first of all, it was not consistent because she wasn't going to the UK every year. I don't know what. You get, so it wasn't consistent. Like
Yeah.
we just have clothes here and there. So that business,
I really want to know who you were selling to.
but they were selling to some students.
15 years ago.
Remember, Okong Doreen was our big client. The following were our clients. Okong Doreen.
Was Pakiro Shina
Nabagala.
involved?
I think your friend Nabi was our client.
That one I'm sure. It has
Yeah,
always
now
been
that-
high
yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah. Now,
high
yeah, those
end,
were our. But therefore, we're not marketing too. Like the time.
No wonder I didn't know about that business. No wonder I
They didn't
know
see
about
you
that
cash.
business. They didn't see
They
it.
saw you
Had I also been a purchaser, they wouldn't have looked at me. But I was a seller. So anyway, so we made money at
You never
LDC.
testified about this
Properly,
business.
Bambi, that
She's
business
testifying now.
That business made us some
About
money.
her cash.
Then
What did you
I-
use your money for at that time?
I saved. I remember I opened an account. I had opened an
Are
account
you
like at uni,
serious?
and I said saving. So I used to, yeah.
Excuse
And I
me.
remember I would be so excited. You know, you guys when I get money, I would pass by the bank some days just to
Just
get
to
my
look at it.
statement because those days online banking
serious?
hadn't yet come.
Eh.
I'm like,
But those
let
days
me
they'll
get-
charge
then I
you
would-
for a
then I-
statement.
Then I had
That's how it
and I want to see. And by the way, I would go through my statement like really. Then I even remember there's a time they withdrew some money. Banks can be shady.
Yeah,
they
they do
withdrew
that.
some money. And I couldn't.
No, it's in the fine print. It's in the fine print, okay? Read.
You guys, I remember
Even me, it's
going.
not
I remember and spending like maybe 2 hours, saying this
Going over
50,000 I did not withdraw it. Either they sent it back to me. But
Are you
hey, financial discipline.
One time when she
I
took me
was-
shopping.
I was. So anyway, so there
Well
was that
done.
one. Then I started working, and I had my friend Kaka Faiza.
I'm the kaka. Leave her alone.
I had a friend who is from Arua. And everyone loves honey from Arua. Meanwhile, you guys, this is now me as proper, like a mid-level associate at a law firm.
Yeah.
Proper, I was earning well, I was kawa. But then Kaka is very entrepreneurial.
Yeah. She
She's
is.
always like,
Yeah.
Kaka has made
She
us want to
really
do
is.
things. So Kaka comes and she says, Prima, I get honey from Arua every, I don't know what. Let's start
Every
selling. I just know
fortnight.
you sit at a law firm, people
Yeah.
can buy from you. So I start selling honey. So they would bring me 2 vidomola of honey. For her, she used to filter her honey herself. I would just get the chick. I'd get the chick who used to serve us tea. I'll just say when the things come, let everything come. Let the what do they call them? The bottles, the 1 liter bottles. Let all the 1 liter bottles come. I'll just pay for everything. I'd give the kitchen chick. Just
do it
thinking
for
for
me.
me, do it for me.
Yeah.
Of course, she would get. She loved that business, and then she'd be like, "Banana from my waist." Waist. And then I'd get the honey, and where we're supposed to be putting files in the office,
Yeah.
I'd put their honey. Then I would,
you-
it would be
With
full
sticky
of
documents
honey.
in the entire building.
But she would do such a good job. I'd put the honey there, then people would start coming. I remember even partners would come and they'd be like, "Prima, what in the hustle is this?" But I'm like, I'm not hustling.
Yeah.
Just pick your honey there of 20k,
Yeah.
put
Put
it
the
in,
money here.
put the money here, and so we would sell week on end. Like we had so much honey, like just know we were proper making
like
money.
honey.
People like honey.
Up to now.
They
And
be
guys don't
thinking
like,
it is
yeah,
better
yeah,
than sugar.
yeah, people
Yeah,
like, I
they
know
don't
yet it's
know it's
not.
not.
Yet it's not. So I even know we have some money in some bank account there because we just abandoned
From the
business.
honey?
Like from the honey, we must have like 5 months somewhere there. Like we made
Must be
good
Pride
money.
Microfinance.
We made good money from
Why is
honey.
it in the bank?
Thanks. They're even there. They're still in my
Take it
friend.
out and
Yeah, they were like,
list it.
and then thingy until they.
They took it
thingied us.
back.
No,
They
they made the account dormant.
Yeah, not because you
Yeah,
left
of
it.
course.
Yeah, so the money.
Every time we go Bananga, they want us to produce our intestines. Then we start what, then they're like, go and take a picture. What? Then we're like, we'll come back
come
6
back.
months later. Nothing. Kaka, let's go and get our money.
She's another thing.
Yeah,
So
go and get
now,
your
but the
money
business
back.
that I really tried was just before COVID. So one of my friends, again the one Angela, the one we did clothes with at LDC, really loves children. Angela didn't love children. She loves organizing things around children. So people are always coming to her about banana meals for kids. No. She's just very good with organizing the life around children.
Okay.
And at that time, her children were very young.
Yeah.
So she wanted at that time, my parents had moved out of our home, the home we grew up in. So we were looking to rent the house.
Okay.
So Angela is like, as opposed to you renting it out to randoms, let's rent that house and we turn it into a daycare.
Okay.
She's like, you. So she went into overdrive mode. My dear, we imported everything from the UK. We have such nice things actually. In case you're interested in buying.
Oh, I saw like it's really advertising.
Yes,
you
we
use
call it
on
Jolly
WhatsApp
Bloomers. We call it
and
Jolly
whatnot,
Bloomers. Yeah, so we
Yes, I
said,
remember.
yeah, so we said
I
Jolly
remember.
Bloomers. I remember we interviewed. You know, first of all, and one day I'll never forget. First of all, we did the house. Like to turn it
So
into.
that was your parents' house?
That was my parents' home. So we redid the house. We real thinking cartoons. We got painters. Like it was a really
But
investment.
how else could you do it?
Yeah, like we real. No. Which
You
was
had to
our.
go
Yeah,
in
we
full
had to.
fully.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had to.
That one you
So
had
we
to go
redid
fully
the
in.
home. We redid. I
You
don't
know
want
those
like
of Tom and Jerry, what on
properly.
the...
It was so
Crop.
nicely.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
It was so nice. Up to now, by the people call us. And then she
It was
bought,
so
just know
pretty.
Angela, because of how she wanted people to have the experience that maybe her children have, like how she, so everything was
Yeah.
perfect, fantastic.
Yeah.
So remember the first time we're now looking for teachers. So we just put word of mouth, tell people
Yeah.
we're looking for teachers, you guys. I arrived, I remember I was coming from some progi. I arrived for the interviews. They must have been 200 girls.
Are you
200. You guys.
It's you who has to interview them.
No, we were the 4 of us. Even Bobo was in that business.
Everywhere you look, Bobo. His hands are there.
Actually, we should have
Even
invited
every
you
on the
business,
podcast.
right?
Invited
Yeah.
Bobo for this
Bobo, this is
thing.
for you, dedicated
Because
to
Bobo
you.
has been everywhere. And everywhere.
The name is
Bobo.
business. That's what the second
So
boy
I remember
is.
we had to interview, but that thing pained me. I was like, you guys, all these people are unemployed, and they all had sub stories.
Like underemployed, like the...
No, by the way, they just got.
Were they like teachers or they were...
No, we were getting
People who come to get
carers.
trades.
We were getting
Oh.
carers because it was a daycare. It wasn't
Yeah,
a
yeah,
kindergarten.
yeah.
So we're getting carers.
Carers.
What's the...
The difference? No, kindergarten
No,
is
what's
real
the
education.
qualification
Curriculum.
to be a carer?
We were looking for early child. It's called early childhood development.
Yeah, that
ED.
ECD.
ECD, yes, we're
Yeah.
looking for people who are done.
Thank
So
you,
we-
entrepreneur.
Yeah, so we had a lot of people who had come from YMCA,
Okay.
a lot of, so we had, but I remember the line was a proper snake line up to out of, I was like, Banangi, meanwhile we're looking for 4.
This is Uganda.
Shit.
I was like, and then you interview them, so it's like, Banangi, you guys give me this job,
sub
whatever
story is
happens,
very
or my,
real.
no, I lost my what, you guys, I left the thing I said, but Angela, she's like, you lost your what, but can you speak English? you
Now she had put money. She's like, yeah, I'm not going to weep.
You're
My
a
money
widow,
is in
but
this.
can you? As in, she didn't care about that. Like, no, she
sub
doesn't care.
story.
Like, your sub story is put the other side,
doesn't
and now
care, and it's okay.
we are.
We
now.
don't care.
So anyway, we got. So we will get girls, and we start. Our goal was to have
You got your
30.
4.
We got our 4.
When I
We
get a
had,
boy
set up, we
child.
had set up 3. We had, I think, 0 to 3. We had babies, guys who want
But when I think
thingies.
they are girls
So we
with
had
male
0 to 3
carers,
months. I think we were
doctors.
something like 3 years, right? But we had real setup, and our goal was to have 30 children.
Okay.
We real came up with packages. You guys
Yeah.
can come 3 times a week. You can come the entire week. No. Our packages were working well. We wanted 30 children. So she's like, we have to start before I give birth. We're like, why don't we wait to give birth? What? She was like, no, we have to. We started. And we had within maybe a few, maybe like 2, we said just before December, I think WhatsApp said November. By end December, we had 15 children. Remember, we're looking for 30, so we're at
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah,
We
like,
were doing well.
doing good.
We're doing good. Guys were paying,
What's
people
Jackie in
were
this
coming.
business?
No,
Even Sarah.
no.
So far we are 3. The 4th
Yeah.
will come soon.
No,
Just
it
give
was
her
Angela's
time.
husband.
Then you can see.
yeah. So it was, so that's the 4 of us we have. Remember, this was in 2019. I think
Just
is when we
before
started.
COVID.
Yeah, 2019.
In March, they lock us up.
Yeah.
Another 2 weeks. Pa.
They lock up, we're like, let's keep the thing coming. Let's keep the thing going. They'll open April, May, June, July, August. Meanwhile, remember, we are
Yes, you were
renting.
not paying rent.
We're paying
Oh,
my
to your
mom rent.
parents.
Yeah, we're paying my mom
Yeah,
rent.
it's a
sorry,
commercial agreement.
It's a commercial agreement.
Yeah.
So we reach a point where I'm in a sticky thing. Guys are like, man, tell your parents, tell your
Busy.
mom to be easy, right? My mom, this is her other side. She's like, okay, you guys fight. Maybe you close. I get other tenants, right?
I
And then
need
you
it.
come back. But remember, we've done the house. So now I am managing
Yeah.
this thing of my friends and my
Shandering.
family. That thing almost made us pull out. Like it's you get the boys would be like, you guys discuss your thing. And it was such a sticky situation, but at some point, and remember it's Angela's passion, like it's my friend's passion. My passion is money. Her passion is the real
What's your passion again?
child. Money.
Say it then.
Money.
Thank you.
You understand? Like for me, I'm entering
Money.
like me, I'm entering the thing because I want to make cash.
money,
For
yeah.
her, she actually cares about the kids
The
and all that.
quality of the
No,
thing,
not that
yeah.
long I care about children.
but
as in,
it's a means to an
as a
end.
business.
Every mother who's
Yeah.
just had children, even I cared about children when my
Yeah.
child was under 5,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, every parent cares about their children, like
Yeah.
every child.
Alan,
every
you care
child.
about children? Oh.
But he's not.
Yeah, but remember also she's a
every parent.
pediatrician.
Then she's also
So
a
for her,
paid.
she's a ped. So now
hers
this
is
is a
actually-
whole.
It's
It's
every
like
part
it's
of
really
her.
yeah, like it's really ingrained. Anyway, so just now at some point where like we have to close shop, we proper closed shop.
Yeah.
We got the things. All our things they were still new from the United Kingdom.
Have you sold them yet?
We've been thinking about. Imagine we had them for the longest
Where
time.
were
I
you
think it's
keeping
10. No,
storing
we've
them?
got storage somewhere.
Did you have a deep freezer?
Did we?
But that's a bigger investment
We
than
had
deep
no, but
freezer.
we had
for keeping
fridges. For keeping,
stressing
yeah,
you,
remember we had
good.
children. We had fridges. We had I don't know what. We had. So the business munangenga.
That was it.
Yeah, the business.
So now it's in storage, as in your planning. We will do
No.
this again
Some
one
people
day.
in the group are thinking because it was a big investment.
Okay.
It was a big investment.
And you live
So
with your
your
friends
your
too.
parents' house has tenants now.
No, now yeah. We moved and then they got tenants.
Okay, they had to redo the place again.
Yes, we had to redo it.
Hey, but Prima's mother.
We had to redo the business.
Prima's mother.
It's now
We
a
had
safe house.
to.
They beat people
We
in
had
there.
to do it. You see,
Why?
but why?
Yeah.
Because it's your source of income.
No. Did your mother
Yeah.
really need the money?
She did.
Okay, that's a difference.
You understand? She did.
You know how
now,
hard that question is. Do you really need the money?
Yeah.
You understand your parents.
Do you see when I look at her? No, you look at her.
people are
Imagine her
just-
trying to ask her mom. Oh, you've not met her mom.
No, maybe that's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
My mom would know.
You understand? So, no,
My
but
mom would have
also,
just said, you know
no,
what?
but also
Let's
it's
wait.
very prime
Everybody's
property.
suffering.
No,
It was
but
prime
no.
property.
We waited till maybe November.
Of that.
Like she had
Oh, so
waited
it
for
was like
almost
the
8
whole
Yeah,
yeah.
what I
months.
wanted to find out was had we now reached a point where
We
people
agreed,
were
yeah.
open, like where we were kind of
Yeah.
opening up, and guys now
Yeah.
That curfew
No,
time.
yeah, but then the school just failed to. People
Yeah.
were not willing
School,
to be
yeah,
there.
for children,
I remember
you're
0
right,
to
yes.
3.
And people were home.
So I remember we had
Remember
such
we had the longest
difficult,
lockdown
and
for
longest
school.
I remember we had
Yeah.
such difficult
Okay,
conversations
yeah.
with my mom.
Yeah,
She was
schools
like,
suffered.
yeah, she kept she was like, Bananga. Then it reached like November. She's like, you guys, this house has been out for like a year.
I think I've been patient.
I think let's
Yeah.
try. Then now I reached a point. I was just like, you know what, guys,
is her point.
let's do it. So we got the things, we moved them out. So now some people in the group want to restart the business.
the good thing
You
all
didn't think
of your
about moving
money.
to another?
I know for me it pained me. That thing burnt me. We invested like close to like a lot of money.
No, okay.
What's wrong with saying the money?
I don't know, it's mixed audience.
It was a lot of money anyway, yeah. It was a lot of money.
Where do you feel?
Did you pay?
We did. We used to pay.
You pay the
We
taxes?
Used to, we used
Eh, okay, you said the number.
to. Nothing.
Okay.
But it was a lot, so it burnt us. So now those guys who want to come back, me, I'm like, Bambi, my hands were too burnt.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, but that business is good business.
I mean, it really burnt
Soon
me.
you're going to see Pumla's
that
tots.
business is good business.
Yeah.
Pumla's pups and tots. Is that what you're going to call it?
Let me tell you, daycare business
Yeah.
in this country, if
Yeah.
you get it right,
Yeah.
it's good
I
business.
tell people are having kids.
People are having kids left, right, and
Yeah.
center
Some people-
that they cannot take care of. They,
They are
don't have the
falling
time, the
outside of the
capacity.
thing.
Yeah.
They're looking, hustling, looking for money.
Yeah.
But they would rather have someone else to. All about there was that place. Why is it still there? And Mawanda Road of 24-hour.
Yeah,
daycare
I remember.
Of chicks going out
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
night.
yes.
Yeah, and dropping their
And dropping
kids.
their
Yeah.
kids for
Yeah.
the night. Is
Yeah.
it still there? It's still there, eh? They moved there.
Charlene over has
They
details.
moved there.
That's how you drove.
No,
No, Charlene is saying.
Let me
the
tell you.
credo.
No, not that one.
No.
Not,
But the credo, yes.
yeah,
That's the one
no,
she's
this
talking
was,
about.
it wasn't the first.
There was another one that-
You know
yeah.
now, and credo was credo is like a modern version. Let me tell you the other one.
Yeah. It was ghetto.
It was a ghetto.
It was aligned to the needs.
Yeah, it was aligned to the need of that parent who just wanted to go out. Credo is made like design. You can see in their heads they are saying maybe your
Let's
problem
just make
is
it
that
safe
someone
enough.
has died. Yeah,
Sorry,
and
just-
you
Let's
need to go.
just make
This
it-
one was of if you're going to Bandali and you
Yeah,
don't
please.
have, please bring your
Keep
kids.
them here, you pick them.
You pick them tomorrow
Like you've
morning.
left your coat at a place. Come and fetch it.
But anyway, I thought it was good strategy.
Even him. So
I'm the master of ceremony.
that was that was.
So
my
now I have a
What
question.
did he teach you again?
Eh,
Will you ever do it
I
again?
just scared you. You just
Are you
scared.
an entrepreneur? Do you feel like you will do that again? Because you said something on the other show where you said that you don't do risky things anymore.
Yeah.
Especially with money.
No. I think so. For example, I know that my coaching is definitely going to become a
Okay.
business, because again, I feel like
a passion.
it has to be something that's tied into. I don't know whether maybe, but money is money. I don't know whether.
I think you'd sell weapons at some point. You
You know, there's a chick who was saying she's like, she has done
the
every business.
supplementary budget in our economy.
Defense contract.
She said she has done everything except
there, like,
selling
she's
guns. So I don't know if I'm those people. I don't know if I'm those people who can just enter a business. You know, people like who are like this house.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think
Yeah.
that what makes most sense for me. Because those things I feel like we shall do bonds, we shall do what, like we can do other ways.
They're instruments.
Yeah, instruments to help you make the money. But in terms of the effort and the amount of work that's needed to run an enterprise, I need to
I
care
think you
about
need
the
to.
enterprise.
You have to love it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You
for
have
me,
to.
I'm like coaching is definitely something I care about, and
Okay.
yeah.
Business. Oh,
I want
Alan, you want to tell us about your business? Entrepreneur.
He has several because there's
That's
only
what I-
all through PPJ.
like,
that time I was doing
Alan.
shamat. That time I was selling mops.
Hey, by
that time
the
I
way,
was
he
a
has
pastor.
told us.
That time I was a bouncer.
Interesting. I've
run for
actually
president.
done. I think I've had like.
But have you been
The
a
most
bouncer
interesting thing is
before?
like-
Have you been a bouncer?
Of course.
You've been a bouncer
Yeah.
before.
No, but I've been a bodyguard.
You look
so-
like them.
You've been a
Yes.
bodyguard.
What's the
Did
difference?
they train you? Did you have to
It
train?
was all about looks. I couldn't
The looks.
fight. Like if a fight actually broke out, we would
Yeah.
They would
would
beat you,
run
you'd
faster.
run up.
Just sit on there.
Okay, I think I've had more jobs than actually business started, but I've done a few. I used to be, I think still am, professional MC, like for
Oh, nice.
events,
Oh, you are.
weddings. Yeah, I'm quite good at it.
Are you serious?
We're going to put your contact
I
email
believe
here or
that.
something.
Yeah,
When you
I'm,
say
I'm
it.
quite good at events
No, he
because
actually
I
is,
care
he
too
is.
much. I'll care about your event, you.
I remember
your marriage,
that
and your
event
words
where he went
everything.
and cried.
And I
Did you tell us about an event?
Hey, you.
But I think that you were the chairman.
okay, let's not go there.
Rema.
Okay.
That was Rema.
No, it was a friend's wedding.
Okay.
Hey.
It was a friend's wedding.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that
remember.
got into photography, video. I had ushering business at a point,
Or like you would get
Yeah,
yeah.
you'd hire the
Ushering.
girls.
Not usher. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was a bit
Pimp, usher.
You were a
Yeah.
Pimp.
No. Ushering like for events like having.
Auntie, you know a lot of people
to help
get those
serve
ushers,
at events.
pimps.
Can you get
Auntie,
us
were you
girls?
the
You
one
know those guys who say,
organizing
"Can you
the
get us
girls?
Yes, so I started. That was the issue. I was not like so connected. I started with the girls I knew. Then maybe I also
You were
wanted to
pimping
spend
out
time-
girls you knew.
Not pimping out.
He was making the
a
ushers.
wedding, providing ushers.
I know
for
that
a
thing
wedding
always,
and an
yeah.
event to help you. So you say, okay, we grew up at events.
I've
where
understood.
we were doing the work. My selling point was that
I've understood.
actually enjoy your own wedding.
Yeah,
I've understood.
We want to be serving drinks, so we started that somewhere in the early 2000s. Anyway, that failed because there's a
Why
type of
would
people
that
who I wanted
fail?
to work with look-wise, and I couldn't achieve
Sorry,
that.
the type of people you wanted to work with?
Looks-wise, like
You're not
going
getting
more
the kind
for-
of.
yeah.
And Bambi, your friends.
Alan, I want to hear that
Then-
point properly. I feel
Yeah,
like
why you muff- why you muff-
what
He
happened?
did this. Yeah, friends.
You wanted cute babes.
I wanted, yes.
Cute
So
babes.
Munange, that
Cute
business,
people.
even me, I've seen it.
You have to be a cute babe.
No, like most of the people in that business are not. Like,
Ushers.
they are not that aesthetically
Yeah.
what society
What you'd
would no what society defines as pretty or as beautiful or whatever, and yet those are the people that these guys are always looking for.
Yeah.
Why it doesn't make sense to me, because you're just an usher. That's why I call them pimps, because the people who are looking for those people are always looking for pretty women. Why? An usher is just serving.
Yeah.
You just need skill. Yeah, why are you looking for
And
pretty
be-
girls?
Because I used to go
You
to...
don't think that the aesthetic will make men spend more money?
Yeah, but that means
'Cause
you're
like
pimping
at,
out a girl, so
yeah,
accept
but
that
at
you're pimping
Alchemist, at
out.
Alchemist, when they're saying, I'm going to bring you in, and like, hi, oh, I'm going to keep spending money. Like, they know guys are going to be like trying
So
to
they're
get
not
with
paying.
her.
And then in the
You're
end, what
pimping,
are you
what are
doing?
you selling?
No,
Joel
what
is saying
happens
he's
with
not
those
It's just
girls?
it's just the implication.
Let me tell you what happens.
Yeah,
Alan's
Because-
story is waiting.
We are so
anyway.
sorry. Let me tell you what
And
happens.
she said, I'm there.
Because those girls now are pretty, and then the men are buying.
course
and
they were
what?
proposition.
In the end, they
Always
go home
proposition.
together,
And because you know
yeah.
those types of girls, now they feel a bit vulnerable. There are those types of girls who say, the guy maybe spent on me, has given me money, let me
That's
go.
true.
It ends up into a pimping business. That's why I was checking this pimp.
Anyway, Alan has said no.
The only thing mine was
He has
Zumba
said
also.
no.
Mine was
Yeah.
Christian
Alan has
based.
said
It was a Christian based.
Ushering, yes.
Okay.
Of you would spread the word.
But
Yeah.
even at Christian
And not
events, you
other
wanted cute girls. But nange, nothing. No
That,
one
that
will
was
ever
the selling point.
win.
So I used to go to like National Theatre, you know, like places where wedding
With a
meetings
bag,
used to happen.
with a net to capture them. I got you.
No, to capture business. I used to go where wedding meetings used to happen.
Okay.
So I would like roll in seats.
Centenary Park, what?
Like pay like 2K, contribute 2K for someone to like stand up and do. Then after I'll be like, oh, by the way, guys, I have an ushering business. After becoming friends with that group of people, they'll be like, oh yeah, do they look nice? Do they look like you? And then I'll be
Documentary
so that'd be
now.
like the selling-
Hey,
that'd be the selling point.
let us
That's the
move on
time.
from that point.
That's the
Do they
time.
look like him?
There are many questions. Yeah.
Anyway, I was a teacher, of course, for a while, but then I became, I decided a coaching thing for rich white people.
Okay.
Remember where my mom used to clean houses, the kids wanted to learn English. So my mom told them, my son is a teacher. I used to teach math. So they brought me to teach them English. They couldn't speak. They were speaking like Belgian or something like that.
Yeah.
So I used to use like Google Translate to write to them.
Are you serious?
So for like 2 weeks, it seemed like they were actually learning English. Because when them baby bobo,
Yeah.
kake kikoka, and they were learning and they could
Kake
read
kikoko.
kikoka, like those consonants, and they were actually learning. So they started recommending me to other.
Meanwhile, guys, you do
people.
not have a curriculum. You have nothing
No
planned.
curriculum,
You're just like baby
nothing,
boom.
and they were paying me 30K a day
The brown
for
dog
1 hour
is on the
of coaching.
Yeah.
Yes. So I started like with one Muzungu to another Muzungu.
Because they ask
so
the child.
that number grew.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying if they ask the child just one
Them,
simple
do they
thing.
know
Yeah, because even
English?
then they don't know. Like maybe it used to be the moms who used to stay with the kids at home.
Some other child are in the baby boom.
You sold people dreams now.
So I remember there's even one who came speaking French. And he was like, consonant. I was like, yes, the consonant. But I did not know.
What is going on now?
Consonant.
Yeah, anyway, that one I did.
But is that how they say it?
Probably.
That one didn't go as far. But the one I actually wanted to bring out, which I was actually a pioneer at, was when I was doing the canteen thing at school. The guy who I was working with was so much into wellness and stuff, so he used to sell fruits
In the 90s.
at the canteen. So in the morning we used to wake up, get like fenade, peel out some fenade, sugar canes, pineapple, like all those things, and have like
Does
a
sugar
food.
cane have a plural?
You see, like what the fruits you guys buy now.
No.
Does it?
No.
No,
I'm
you say
going
sugar cane.
cane.
No, unless they're different varieties.
Sorry.
Types of sugar canes.
Yeah,
Oh, he said sugar canes.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
I
but-
thought it's one cane.
No. Bang, I was genuinely just asking. I wasn't sure. Yes, I am, but like it can't leave me. I'm like,
Cannot
Are you serious?
yeah. But that's why the other day when I told
That's
you
how they'll
number
catch her when
low.
we're hiding. Number low.
I said the voice note
Oh my God! Oh.
And I was like, Mama, there are
a number of issues.
Wama, no, Wama, Alan, let's continue.
Mama
So,
sugar
so
cane.
we're selling that as a package, right? That whole thing, like to schools, to kids in school, teachers mainly who could afford it, like 500.
So what would you
1,000.
sell? Fruits.
Yeah, like an assortment of fruits.
Oh, nice.
This is like before.
Yeah,
selling
those
fruits
days
Fruits was a
actual
thing.
Yeah. So we had like special plates I used to buy from Chipuwo.
Yeah.
Because it was in a school, so you'd go pick up the plate afterwards, right?
Avula chiko.
So then in the holidays when this guy would close shop and go, I realized I had access to the plates. And I knew where to buy the fruits because one was buying them. I knew how to do the thing and tie a kavera on top of it. So I decided, like, how can I, over the holidays, continue this business? Then I used to always go down to buy sweet potatoes and stuff. Then I used to see those warehouses, like at industrial area, and the guys were working all the time. So I tried out. I went and did some market research. Actually, guys, by the way, would you guys be interested in fruits? Be like that, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Because always just bringing fruits would actually be a good idea. So I actually started, I got like 10K capital, bought enough fruits, had like 15 plates sold at
Back
like
then that was
1K
like-
each.
Yeah.
You get. The only issue.
You'd sell downtown.
Yeah, I would go to industrial area and sell.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The only issue was the plates because I didn't have. There were no silver plates or anything at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
So I'd actually leave them with the plates there. Then tomorrow, as I bring back, I pick that old
You pick
replace
the
the
old
plates.
plate
so I
to
started
wash.
losing plates.
Yeah,
losing
of
what,
course.
Yeah.
for a while. But I did that for a while, and I was like a fruit guy before fruits was a thing. I was among the first guys who were like selling them.
How did you close?
Don't remember.
Just
It
time.
was
Yeah.
time. So long
I tell this one which you're
Yeah,
in.
to this business.
Which one?
This business.
This business.
This is interesting. They want to talk about the interesting one. This one is just.
Okay.
You guys are going to bring the nice thing onto camera. I want to told us.
Yes, but now we're here. We at Omakase.
Yes.
Okay.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
What does Omakase do?
Consultancy.
That's right.
We do all things, nice things. We just fed 1,000 families. a few
Oh.
days ago
Oh, yeah.
With Joshua
With
Baraka.
Joshua
Oh,
Barak.
really?
Support, yes, that's where Omakase is.
So who's Omakase? Tell us properly. I'm not understanding.
And that name, what does it mean?
Shall I pass the mic?
We've got
No,
the
tell us.
entrepreneur here watching us.
Tell us. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, mysterious lady, tell us. You can talk as
It's
you-
okay.
It is a business.
For an interview, I usually charge fees for things like this.
Let us hear the substance that's going to come.
Of that charging.
We are here waiting. Uh-huh.
The interview panel is here.
Sheesh. Omakase is a creative consultancy.
What does Omakase mean?
Omakase means I leave it up to you in Japanese. So
I leave it up to you.
Yeah, so that is exactly what we hope our clients to experience when they come to us, that they come to us with a problem and we...
And you leave it up to them?
No, and they leave it up to us.
Oh,
they forget
they
about
leave it up
They-
to you. Because no, I mean, my head. I'm not.
You are very serious and educated.
We leave it to you.
We are sorry.
Hey, no, I think it should have been the reverse.
What?
Leave it to us.
Yes. Like I leave it up. Leave it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
For example, if you go to an omakase restaurant, a Japanese omakase restaurant,
You do it
usually
yourself.
don't have a menu that you can pick off from.
Okay.
You sit and the chef decides what you will be served. So precisely at omakase,
You know when
So we is the client.
we is
Yeah,
We leave it to you.
Yeah,
Got
that's
you.
what I was saying.
Now
Not
we're
that
on the
they
same
leave it
page.
up to us,
We're on
but
the-
yes, problem. Not so.
So that's what we do at Omakase. We do a bunch of creative things, design, Alan's fun things with videography and creating storytelling in that way. But the point is that we are intentionally not an agency, we are a consultancy. So clients come to us with a problem and we create
Give
solutions.
me an example of the problems people come to you with.
For example, there are things that Alan mentioned, Joshua Baraka, he came to us and he wanted to raise money to feed 1,000 families in Boise.
Okay.
And we did all the work of
grew up in
actually
Boise, right?
pitching this to brands, telling
Okay.
them the value that it would offer them and the communities that they will be
Okay.
impacting, and actually raise the money to be able to feed these families. So we brought all of those partners together to be able to feed 1,000+ families in Boise.
It's really
Beautiful, yeah.
So that's one of the projects that we do at Omakase, but we do a bunch of different things that you could find on our
And they have a
website
nice
and
office.
beyond.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, we do have
a
a
nice
nice
space.
That's-
Yeah, they have a
Lovely
nice
space.
space. Yeah.
Where are you located? Where are we?
I don't know if the taxman wants that answer.
There we go. You see, you guys are
I
just,
think Trump take the mic back.
Yeah, but you can look us up online. You can look us up online if you wanted to know a bit more about what we do. We have a very cool website
Okay,
that
it's good. We'll be in the
tells a
description.
bit about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
No, it's nice. All the people who are complaining about Joel's withdrawals, remember the withdrawals that would be in the videos?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
since
and
you
I will
married them-
never fix them.
And guys,
Wait,
are
hold
like,
on. I will look at me. I will never fix them. Just to get you here. What's wrong with you? Pay attention to me. The other person was saying, where is your big head behind them? Like, it's my house. All right? You can tune away. This is why I don't write responses. Because when let me calm down.
They would be
The whole thing that-
breathe in. No, breathe in for
And
three.
you-
Breathe in
and you
for
look
three.
at the
Breathe in.
drawers. I'm like, do you know what's in there?
Breathe in.
Do you know what I'm keeping there?
Plus two
Look at that
plates.
sweet. Do you know what I'm about? Relax, by the way.
Pass, breathe in, Joel. Breathe in.
Hi.
Hold three.
Okay.
And then release for
I'm clenching.
Because guys,
One of the comments was like, I'm trying to listen to Pumla, but Joel's big head behind her is
I
disgusting.
said no, look. This I opened to, you see when they wanted to comment, I open, I see people talking. I'm like,
tell me what would kill me were the withdrawals. And you know, every time you look at them, they were always misaligned. Guys are like,
I
why
had
don't you? Even
never
I had
seen
never
it.
seen them. Guys were like, can
I
someone
like
move
seeing
them?
them when they
you know, there was a time like two of them were in. I even went
Joel,
back.
actually, based off of your reaction, don't comment.
I'm I'll be honest.
Leave it to the three of us.
Yeah, let the people who are
I get Joel.
I don't think it's what
I'm kidding.
glad
After
you're
you've
not-
slapped a
I'm glad you're
person, you
not
fight
on
in a
contact.
man's joking.
I'm playing. You know, it's jokes. You know, these are games. Anyway, there were supposed to be 4 questions, but as usual.
Entrepreneur.
Have you ever him must
Yes,
have.
I've done 3 things.
We've only talked about
We
ourselves.
always-
the
Yeah,
whole
but I'm
show.
going to
Wrap it up.
Because we don't see each other for a
Yeah.
long time, then we get very excited.
That's the show.
I had 3 ventures.
There's no way, Joel. You're a planned kid.
The plan was only for till university. After that, they were like, so I don't understand my issues. So I had actually the friends who and I who were in a discussion group in first year. We had a restaurant at Moobs. Yeah, and as soon as you said,
You had a restaurant.
yeah, we had a restaurant.
You
It was
must-
near Berlin. Yeah,
You just put in money.
of course. What do you mean?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
that's the investment.
I meant like in terms of were you like part of the
I was not cooking.
yeah, no,
Of
or
course
even
not.
just like promoting it.
No, we're just
and
thinking
other-
about what's the thing we're supposed to do. So there's quick and ready meals that people could pick up and we could deliver them to the people's hostels. That's it.
Okay.
But the issue with that thing is you have to make the same amount of food every day.
Yeah.
You can't go, pre-order. So we tried to ask people to make pre-orders and whatnot. It just
doesn't
didn't work out. And the margins were
Yeah.
rubbish. So we did it that. The other business I think you're aware of, HOP.
Yeah.
So there's a band called HOP, House of Prayer.
Oh,
Oh, it's House of Praise.
Christian.
House of Prayer. Yes, a Christian band where there's a link.
Some B-roll for this.
Are they still there?
Yeah, there's some music. It's still up on SoundCloud. Nelson,
have a
shout
visual?
out. Yes,
The
there's
video.
a visual on it.
From Kampala to Konjes, chopping off the Travagamba. We conquer, Tulina potential.
So Nelson's dream, he spoke to me at an overnight and said, I want...
this is your birthday.
Yes,
Yeah. You talk
yes,
about.
one of my closest friends. He said, I need you to help me make this thing possible. We're going to have a concert and we're going to, because we used to do live music and back in the day, it was I think only Kwela and us who would do live
Kwela,
performances.
okay.
So you'd show up and people would be like, here's my CD, play the song and they just sing along. Meanwhile, that's why setting up drums, checking sound, then you do one song. You're like, this is a lot of work just to, and the worst thing was also playing like at weddings. Now, I don't know if you guys have thought about this, but Prima, for instance, is a very good singer.
Oh, you are a good singer.
She's a
Oh, yeah, she is.
Andrew.
She is, yes,
Mwah,
yes, yes,
fantastic.
yes, yes,
I tell
yes.
her with Uganda songs for praise. Mom, those are about I want to pay royalties. Anyway, so that was a real passion project because when I tried to do the numbers, we would have to sell those
How did you
CDs.
used to make money?
So we printed. At first, we used to make CDs for people. So like
did the
people would
tracks.
come and ask us like ban CDs for us because we want to make music.
Ask for
Things were
ban
hard.
CDs,
You get on
yeah.
LimeWire and then say, what do you want? You'll have a party. I'll make it for you. So we'd buy like those blank discs and then make them and sell them. That's how we used to make some like a little bit
Money,
of cash.
yeah.
But then we wanted to make our own music. So he came up with the designs, and then we did the track listing. We sent the stuff to Australia, and they printed them for us because we
Deep
wanted the audio
freezer,
quality to be
Australia,
serious.
United Kingdom.
Now let me tell you why.
Tina, representative of Roots, to go down.
We recorded the music in Nelson's home in the closet. So like you'd have to close and everyone in the house had to be quiet.
Yeah,
begin
because
singing,
you
someone
must.
opens the door in the kitchen. It's now in the recording.
Yeah.
And
And those days there were no ways to
there
pull out
was,
the thing.
it was
Yeah.
just insane. But we did the concert at Watoto, and I think we only broke even. The sales were not coming through. Like
Music
people enjoyed the
business,
music,
but
they listened, they were like, oh, now we heard the songs, what are we going to buy?
Yeah.
It was people's parents buying, like, give me like 10, give me like 12. I was like, oh, thank you. I looked at my dad, he said, oh, what interest is this? He said, this money is cold. Anyway, at that point, because most of us were quote unquote planned kids, there's something about university where we were allowed to explore our interests, but upon leaving, everyone was, going to disintegrate. So
If you guys were planned kids, Teja is a what?
no, he's the plan
He's
himself.
the
He's the plan. Prima
Because-
said that had she been raised the way Teja was, she would be where?
In the White House.
Thank you very much. Right now, even not being born an American, she would be there. Because what?
Black, a woman, non-American.
Thank you.
I've never seen him unhappy. Even when he broke his arm, he was like, yeah, it's fine.
You guys,
His friends are always like, oh, your
Teja.
mom is hot. I said, I need to talk to this man.
But
Yeah,
I
so
think
you
that's
guys-
my what on Instagram when I posted it these days that there are girls who ask,
Who's she?
who is he? No, he has asked me about my kid.
As in
looks
if
like a
he's your
man.
person.
No.
Like, is he available?
Yeah.
They're so weak. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course. There are people who, for them, they're on the internet for vibes. You're there as a mother, thinking Hassan.
Again,
Ginger
Pumla, never
Esses.
join TikTok.
No, I could
Because
never.
if you're shocked by
I
it,
could never.
No,
No,
for me,
or Twitter.
X is what shocks me.
I could never. Both,
No, there is a
both,
particular
both.
person
I
on
could
X
never.
that
I know the person you mentioned.
I don't know anything,
X
anyone
is
on
people
X,
being
anything on
pretentious. Trying to be like on the TikTok is people actually saying
They're
what's
being
in
themselves.
their
in their heads.
with no fear.
Sometimes I want to say, do you know we
You know,
can
Pumla,
see
they
you.
came for me on X the other last show when I talked about the 18-8.
Oh no.
They came for me. There was like a whole na. Then now you're the one they came for after the recent MENA thing.
Yeah.
But because I know you don't pay attention to that,
I really
they
don't.
really came for you. But I was like, never
She
try.
was
I
not
will never
touched.
know. Yeah,
By the way,
yeah.
look here, she was not moved at all.
At
I
all.
really don't get moved by
People were
things.
fighting for you though. Eh?
Yeah.
No,
You
you
know,
out
that's,
there,
you know
you
that-
ba, ba, ba,
that's
ba,
the
ba.
only reason I knew that I had gone viral.
Yeah.
People were sending me
Yeah.
screenshots
Yeah, even people
of
would
them
just send
defending me.
Yeah.
That's,
That they
that's
need
how
to
I
know.
am.
Yeah,
That's how
but
people come
Jola,
to say, I was fighting
Yeah,
for you.
but
I
you
was
were
defending.
banning CDs. This sweater is really nicely made.
But
for a
you've
woman.
not talked to us about we've waited
Oh,
for you. First
Makase
finish your
maybe
story.
did it
First
for
finish
you.
your story,
Creative
then you tell us.
solutions.
First
You see
finish,
these
first
guys, I
finish
have
your story.
ADHD. They
Oh, is
keep
this your new
moving
business?
businesses.
No,
I'm about to arrive.
Okay,
He told us how we had a C-suite.
I'm a master of Minecraft. Let me to learn.
Is it-
Let me learn.
Okay, darling.
So
We had finished CD.
what we learned,
No, he was
what we
barren.
learned from that business was
House of Prayer.
for Nelson,
Yeah.
this was something that he really wanted to do. Now the saving grace was we participated in a competition at Power FM. So Power FM was trying to come up with a local jingle, like a jingle that was made by
Memory.
local musicians. So we did, I think, Your Special. Like we
Yes.
whatever I did, and
Oh.
Your Special was trending for
Yeah.
quite a
Oh,
while.
that's your special song?
Yeah.
Yes.
It
So
was a very
Play
nice
for us.
song.
it was doing quite
Yeah, you
well.
play it.
Yeah, they'll play.
You know it.
Anyway, we'll give you the real.
You know it.
It was so nice.
Special.
And Joel can't sing to save
You were
his
singing.
I was
Who was the
rapping.
one singing?
Joel can't sing
Did you have
to
dreads at
save
that time?
his
No.
life.
Oh, he can't. Eh?
He can't.
I really can't.
Come on,
She
Nick.
doesn't understand that I became very talented. But
He
okay,
can't.
let's go. We're going to do. You want us to sing now?
No.
Let's start.
You mean you can't?
Okay. Anyway, let's
For you how men tell their wives they were singing. The whole thing, there is no money. Like he's a musicpreneur. And I'm a musicpreneur. Yeah, Mukola. Zero.
Can I finish my story?
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway,
Please
You're beyond a certain
so
point.
we got
Yeah.
to the second. I think we finished second. Now the thing that pissed us off was the guys who won just took like the national anthem and added in some.
Like there was nothing original.
Like it was just that thing when you hear Afrofusion. And we're like, man,
serious?
the amount of creativity we
I know.
put into doing this thing,
Zips
but
of musicpreneurs.
we got some money, and that money allowed us to start what was called C19, which was the name of the
A
room in
studio.
Africa where we used to meet to practice. And C19 eventually became the studio that became the thing that the collective is. So now the collective is an active band.
Were
and
you part of
movement.
the C19 stuff?
Yeah.
Like, were you? Did you
Yes,
invest?
when I actually came back, that's a long story of when I came back and I had changed my beliefs. It was a very big, it was a very heartbreaking conversation because I remember it was actually standing in Ginger Road and Nelson was like, man, I've been waiting for you to come back first to do this thing. And I said, yeah, but
I'm now an
realize
atheist.
that, relax. I was basically saying, are you going to be comfortable with me? I'm like, I'm comfortable supporting this thing, but you know, you're going to be saying,
Two
like, we're going to
altars
pray.
cannot mix.
And back then, people were like, oh, you're going to be ruining everything. Now all of a sudden, people have come into the world. I'm like, welcome. So, yeah, things are more complicated. Anyway, the thing I learned about that, my takeaway, and I'll maybe ask you guys a question before I talk about this thing. I learned that I don't think I would want to put everything that I'm passionate about into the lens of business. I'm not into monetizing certain things because the logic of monetizing means you have to make something repeatable, you have to make it something sellable, you make it a commodity. Now, you will notice, like I'll say, and I want to try something different. I'm trying to move away from my main source of earning.
Yeah.
So like she said, money is her passion.
I was kidding, but I like money.
You are
Yeah,
not
you like money.
kidding.
So I keep saying to people, like the thing that the person who started Bethlehem Steel in the US said, we are not in the steel business, we are in the business of making money.
Okay.
Right? So this is just a means to an end.
Okay.
So I've always found tension with people who might be passionate about stuff and people who know how to sort of monetize. That's where I think you're talking about people who start things. Rarely are the ones who scale them. Like they know enough to know I'm passionate about this thing, but I need someone to come and manage this business and take it to another level. That's when I also learned that business on its own is its own skill, it's its own way of moving things forward.
And there are people who are
really good at it. And I looked at myself and said, if I'm spending my day doing that, I don't want to have to do it elsewhere. I need some kind of creative outlet because I think that's more what feeds my soul.
Yeah.
So even with the podcast, I was paying, but I was never thinking of scaling it. I was just trying to experiment with some stuff. But as it started taking off, I started noticing that you have to, like there were emails I would get that would say, put the thumbnail like this. So that the thing trends. Like I don't know if you've seen Mr. Beast. There are things posted at this time. Like there are things that will come because your goal is to get it to a certain place. And I really don't like the name content because it flattens everything. A video on Gaza and us and the president, it's all content. And the reason they call it content is the goal is to just keep your attention. No, it's just to keep you watching. Just stay there.
Yeah.
Just keep watching. Wait, you want to? Every lawyer wrote about the sovereignty bill except you.
Yeah.
You also have some drafts.
They all said the things.
You liked what Philip said?
Of course, that's my former boss.
I know. Didn't he?
Why?
For you to.
Oh yeah.
Thank him.
I thank you.
Thank you very much. Now this that I'm wearing, the ladies, she said that I looked quite nice. Prima said that what's happening to your masculinity? What did you say?
You looked quite feminine.
I looked.
That's
quite,
what I meant.
Yeah, and I said that my masculinity has never been in question. Maybe my sexuality, but my question, masculinity has never been.
Okay.
This is from DNR Designs, Uganda, and it's my own design.
Oh.
You can contact them. The information is there. I said I wanted to have a coat of many colors, but I wanted it to be nice and puffy and airy. And she did a fantastic job. Daisy, thank you very much. And
it's really nice.
I'm trying to promote this business. Please, she does cushions. She does anything that you want. Just you realize, like, oh my gosh, you will engage with her, and she'll want to know what your vision is, and she'll design it for you.
We leave it to you.
So right now what I do is I invest in a few businesses. I'm not, sort of involved because I know the thing I can do is I use a lot of my time to make money, and so when I can't give of my time, I'll give my money and then maybe get a return out of it. So I have a quick question for you guys before we close. One last question.
As we enter the darkness.
Yes. Would you want your child to be an entrepreneur? Basically, I'm looking at it as, from your experiences, would you think that that's going to be a positive for them, especially in Uganda? Now, as you think about that, this is the reason I'm asking that question. About 700,000 people graduate every year.
Okay.
There are only about, at most, 9,000 jobs created every year. And my boss typically says, if entrepreneurship is so good, why don't people leave their jobs and go and be entrepreneurs with their experience and then allow people to come through? I personally think that we are putting undue pressure on young people who are starting out and making it seem like you must have this thing within you that's going to make you create
Yeah.
a job, and yet it's probably us or the system that has failed by not creating a place for you after taking you through an education system that's preparing you to become an employee. Because no doubt about it, the part about school is we are being trained to work for somebody. And if we had successful entrepreneurs, they have to be employees. So I think there's a mismatch. And I think just the personal taking on that failure internally is the thing I worry about. Not that being entrepreneurial is a bad thing. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
But I think we become we start blaming ourselves, like, why can't I get this job? And I have the lady who cleans for me, her daughter graduated with a degree in I think petroleum. I forget even what the thing is about, but she's failed to get a job, and she's sort of disappeared from amongst her friends. She's like reclined. She almost feels like I'm a failure. And I even remember after we left uni, there are people who got jobs earlier and those who didn't, and the ones who didn't kind of disappeared. And the rest of us were like, well, man, we're also working hard. So I don't take away the personal responsibility of the effort you put in, but it can't only be your personal responsibility. So I'm just curious about your thoughts on the push for entrepreneurship, and even the difference, like you were saying, the difference when you say entrepreneur versus a business person. What are you, for instance, teaching your son? What would you hope for him to become?
So I would like my son to have an entrepreneurial mindset. And I would like, and that's back to my definition.
Yes, please.
Which is, I would like him to be creative. I would like him to be able to take a healthy amount of risk. I would like him to see problems and have the mind that can solve those problems, that is able to find solutions. I can make a change. I would like my son to want to enter entrepreneurship for the sole, not because his passion is money. I would not want him to enter entrepreneurship for the reason that most Ugandans are doing it, which is to survive. You said it rightly, Joel. The real problem, the real issue, we look at Uganda being, and we sell that conversation a lot, we sell that statistic a lot, that Uganda is the most entrepreneurial country. You guys, if we're being really honest, we are romanticizing that statistic. It's not because we are innovative and creative and that we are very good with our hands. No, it is because your economy is really not. It's not
productive to that level.
It's not taking on your capacity. You've studied, but maybe you're not studying the right things that should be absorbed in this country. You're just studying them because they've told you to study them. Number one. Number two, you're being underpaid. That is what we are talking about. That you're being underutilized. Your labor is being underutilized.
So you have to supplement.
So you have to supplement, or you don't have jobs. But let me tell you, most people are being employed. They're just being, as I said, underemployed. So I don't want my son to be an entrepreneur for survival or to make money.
I have no choice but to be.
I have no choice but to be.
Start a business.
I would like, honestly, for my child to be able to be absorbed in employment, because I think there's a teaching that it does for people.
That's true.
And because but I want him to also I want him to think big and say, okay, I live in this world, because in whatever space or community you occupy, there are problems to be solved. And I want him to sit and say, and be able to think through a problem and say, let me find a solution for that very quickly, without struggling also. I don't want that struggle. No. And again, yes, Teja is a planned kid. And for me, that's why I teach savings. I teach people, you bring children into this world, but you want them to suffer like you suffered. It makes no sense. Many of these children have big ideas, but they can't go to banks to borrow money because it's expensive. Or they fear to take on that risk. So for me, yes, and me, I don't care being talked about. I put money aside for my child, that one day when he gets out of university, if he thinks that there's something he wants to start, he has a safety net. Let him buy a deep freezer and get the money from me. I'm his capital. Let him not fear. I don't want that fear. Let him take risk. Let him take on risk. And know that if it doesn't work out, it's okay. And not be like Prima who gets scared. Let him know that it is possible. Let me do this.
I don't know if I
And
want
it
that
is-
example.
It is no.
You said
I
yeah,
said
and you
yes,
confirmed it in the
about it. I was
heavens.
like,
Ah, yeah.
you give your
Yes,
point.
and
Like,
amen.
Let him learn, let him say, let him try again, but let him not try again. Let him not fear to try again because he was scared. Let him have learned that maybe this doesn't work, so he doesn't try again.
Yeah.
So
Information.
not fear, it's information.
Yeah.
But let him not be afraid.
But you know there are nuances
let
as
him
well,
not
right?
be afraid. To every conversation,
Yeah.
the nuances. You don't have to say it to
Yeah.
educated people.
No,
No, I want to keep it here.
There are
no,
nuances
no,
to
yeah.
For the audience.
everything
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
So if you keep qualifying things and saying the
Yeah.
nuances here, there,
No, the reason
it's
I'm saying
okay.
that big time, Pumla, is because there are a lot of wealthy people,
Yeah.
right? Or people that
Yeah.
have put money aside for their children,
Yeah.
right? With your intention.
Wealthy people
with-
don't put
with-
money
with-
aside.
no, people- no.
They have money already.
Oh yes, but there are people
And then
who
I
have
see the
access
point
to
you're
that.
making.
Yeah, but the point I'm
Access.
making, the people who have money
Yeah.
in order to create safety nets for their children,
Yeah.
right? And that's not really happening, right? Because there's a lot that comes with giving them this safety net. There's all this,
Yeah.
value, risk, all there's
Yeah.
all this thing, there's all this teaching that needs to go
Yeah.
in, as opposed to just knowing mommy or daddy will always
Yeah.
take care of it. So that because
Almost has to be part of your upbringing.
it has to
It
be
has to be part of
yeah.
your
So that's what I mean.
upbringing.
So the
It has
reason
to be
I'm
part
saying
of your
so
upbringing.
it's not
course.
such an obvious nuance because we are seeing so many people. So me, I can tell you, 90% of rich people, their
Yeah.
children are not doing
Rich,
anything
you
to
see, that's
them.
the thing.
Yeah,
Rich.
Yeah, or people who are giving them
We are
safety
not
nets.
rich. Most of the people who
Yeah.
have given people safety nets are rich. I'm
Yeah.
not rich.
Yeah.
My child hasn't been brought up rich.
Just
Yeah.
okay.
He's different.
Okay.
He's different.
Okay.
I don't know
We are
what goes on
working
in
class.
rich people's homes.
Yeah.
I have to be intentional
Yeah.
about doing this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, 100% of the examples
Yeah.
are rich people.
Yeah. True.
And they didn't even have to have safety nets. That
Yeah.
money was already there.
I mean,
and
rich people are
existing.
not
Yeah.
good with money.
Yeah,
They have too much
and
money.
they're not. Yeah, they have too much money. They're not good
Yeah.
with money,
You're not-
and they
you're
don't
not
raise
told.
children.
Yeah.
Fine, they don't teach children financial education. Me, my
Yeah.
child, we are learning from the grassroots.
Yeah. Okay.
It's part of our bringing. It's part
Okay.
of our training, and because I know that it is not so abundant to me right now,
Yeah.
we have to manage
It's a finite
it.
resource.
It's a finite resource for
Yeah.
us. We have to manage it.
Yeah.
We have to manage it. So we only now
Yeah.
just that because I have foresight, I
Yeah.
know that my child, and that's why it's not that it will be available to him. That's why I want my child to get into some kind of employment. I hope he would be absorbed at least for a few there. So there are principles you learn when you're serving.
Yeah, when you're working for someone.
When you're working for somebody,
Yeah.
even if it's just 2
There are
years,
skills
Yeah.
you
there are
pick
skills that
up,
you get.
yeah.
Even just humility. There's just even how
Someone
to
telling you that's
respond,
wrong, do it like
and
this.
you know how to respond and know that they are not attacking you.
Yeah.
You see people, they study on business, they tell you that that's not right. Then they think that person is
Attacking
that hates
them.
me.
Yeah.
That's a hater.
All these
They don't want me
haters.
to
And when I
succeed in life.
succeed.
Yet someone may be just trying to guide you.
Yeah.
Learning how the difference between how different types of people operate. That this person just has poor delivery in communication.
Yeah.
Maybe I should listen to what they're saying and not how they say it. There are so many different things that you learn in employment. So I would like for him to go through that humility, but have an entrepreneurial mindset. that
To even
where-
help you when you're an employee, you can say hey, proactively.
so that if
everything.
he finds that, yeah, this employee life is not working for me, he can get out of it or he can do something
Yeah.
alongside it. It's the mindset.
Having the
It's not so
options.
much having the options.
Yeah.
If he goes entrepreneur, not because of survival,
Yeah.
and not to make money,
Yeah.
but because he finds that this is my passion, it's my
Yeah.
interest, it's I want to create
Yeah.
impact, I want to.
And that's
yeah.
a good inheritance. to
For
give
me-
him. Like,
Yeah.
give him
that
a
is-
chance. You know, I was
Yeah.
reading the stat that we might be the first generation that has not been a wartime generation where
Wartime.
the children are not going to have a better life than the parents before. So like if you go
Say
from
that again.
boomers, so from boomers to millennials, like you expect that your children are going to have a better life than you. Like maybe I didn't go to university, then the next one does. But like now, even home ownership, the amount of money set aside, like
Yeah.
the standard of living is
Slowly
dropping off. And
yeah.
so now there's also this cultural issue of I'm going to stay home longer. And there are those expectations. By now we should have moved out. But those expectations come with the economic situation. So there's this weird mix now of you expect better, you come out into the world, and I think that's what Zoomers are suffering because you expect, hey, I'm supposed to be at this
Zoomers
level.
are where?
The
They're not
Gen
boomers.
Zs.
Okay, so for them they're called
yeah,
Zoomers.
they're Zoomers. So like they've reached a certain
they're
stage
Zoomers?
where you know enough, you see a lot of the world, you see what is possible, but you're not
Yeah.
capable. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bit of a thing that
Yeah.
we might not be quite familiar
So
with.
you're saying
Yeah.
that the generation we are raising,
It's going to have
He's having a much
lower,
harder
much,
time to
yeah.
achieve the things
Yeah.
which first we used
Yeah.
to tick off like, oh, I'm going to have my first home by this time. I'm going to
All
do this,
our
I'm going to do
parents, I
this.
mean,
Our
achieved a
parents
lot
are
of
like,
things
oh,
that
we're
people
going
are
to move to
struggling
here, but
with.
it's
Yeah.
not done.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
got
for
you.
me, I think I have like 3 points to make. I always say that, then I end up making Like 3. Number 1, in terms of is that
something you
I
wish
would
for the
want
people that you
for
love?
my child or for? First of all, maybe these points will help make the point. Yes. First off, I think that there's a big difference between a hobby, right, and an enterprise, right? Okay. So for me, I think one of the things that's important as you bring up a child. So for example, my brother is a big-time rugby player. He loves rugby. He loves rugby. He started a club, right?
I've never seen him at these school rugby things.
He's probably there. Do you know him?
You know the buff guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no, and he's always texting me about Tesha. He's like, man, tell your body, no. Yeah, maybe you don't see him. So anyway, so he is a big time rugby, and we are always having a fight because now, we're always having a fight about it because for me, I think that's his hobby.
Oh, but he's putting resources into it.
I mean, he started a club. The other day he sent me, told me he wanted to do a master's in sports management. I told him, you live in Uganda. I'm like, you live in Uganda.
It's like me wanting to be an astronaut. Then my dad said, where?
I don't know.
From where will you take off?
I don't know where that is.
From where? This airport here?
Yeah,
in business.
So you from where will you take off?
Thank you, Dad. You helped. I was there.
And then he's a proper engineer, so he gets
I said we want to be an engineer. It's like, no.
So that's my thing. I think that you need to give children space to experiment, to understand. I can sing. I'm not a singer.
Yeah.
But also you can look at them and see
so you
their
can
talent and see what
and
they're
even
good
the
at.
people who can sing and it could probably become a business, but they live in Uganda.
Like if Mr. Shambade came and said, I'm going to start an album.
Exactly, like for example,
and he left his job.
can sing. I keep telling him if he could, he can sing.
As
But
it
he
would be
must.
a real star.
He would really be. But please, it must be a hobby.
Must be.
It really must be a hobby. In his Amazon things, I'm always singing, Kawaii for what? Kawaii for what?
He started buying.
Kawaii what? He's always buying things. Yeah, but he entertains himself there at home.
But he feeds his soul.
He feeds his soul. Because that is what, it feeds him. But he had a good sense.
He lives in
nice
Uganda.
to live with someone like that in the house.
Sometimes you're like, it's early in the morning. Yeah. Because
there humming for you?
So I think it's important to know the difference between a hobby and something that can actually make you money.
Like, are you trying to get money out of this thing?
Sometimes it's even important to investigate whether your passion is something that can make you a living, or whether your passion is something you can translate in the environment you
I tell you, we're always told to pursue our passions.
Yes. So your passion might be basketball.
I'm passionate for mining.
Your passion is basketball. You dye those ends and you but can that basketball make you money in Uganda? Or can that basketball turn into? There are things you could do about basketball that could make you money, but then you must. That's the first thing. So for me, in terms of, I think it's important to investigate all these different things that make you a human being, passion, hobbies, and understand whether that falls within entrepreneurship. Because entrepreneurship must have investment and a return. Yeah. So can those things actually give you a return on investment? If they
an objective discipline about it.
If they can't, keep it as a hobby. That's the first thing.
You'll make yourself sad.
Yeah.
You will
the
hate your
second
passion.
thing I think goes to what Pumla was saying in terms of it's a journey, right? You don't wake up and buy a deep freezer. It's a journey.
Let's learn.
Yeah?
Let's learn from.
No, you go and Poland.
We learn.
We learn.
I thought she could afford to learn because
we learned.
Remember she was doing she was building a house. I was struggling, but then I was also working.
You see.
I was like,
no, so I think that it's a journey because, and that's why they keep telling you proof of concept. Will this concept work, right? So it's
and don't just ask your
let's
friends.
say you are employed somewhere and you're like, Bananga, this work boas me. This work I'm a tailor. Bananga, I hate being a tailor. We close. We can't even work on Saturday. We I hate no. It's
why are you saying the things I used to
because it's it's such a demanding role, and there's nothing you can do. Yeah, it needs all of you. Then you're like, I'm going to leave this thing and I'm going to start selling kids toys.
As opposed to adult toys.
That you've never. By the way, you might make more money from adult toys. In Uganda,
welcome
they will come
the
for
PPJA
you.
line.
So you, and then you just wake up one day. And then you resign. Yeah. You've done absolutely nothing about it, and then you go and start selling toys. You've left work. Yeah. You don't have any source of income. Yeah. Now you're scouting. Now you're scouting for a place to start. So for me, I'm also like, it's a journey. And like you said, Pumla, there are things you learn. It seems even from being a teller, and from being from being
Yeah. True.
from being in that role,
You're learning
right?
something.
There is something about work ethic that you learn
work ethic.
that will take you.
I don't
to
feel like being here, but I have to.
That will take you to do that. That whatever entrepreneurial thing you're going to do, and but me no hate. It's just because it's a role,
learn
and then that will
KPIs.
take you to that role, and then you will know that I am I'm like work ethic. I
Yeah.
respond to
Oh, this is how I am.
this is
This
how
is-
I
yes.
am. Or this is so. I
Yes.
think that it's a journey, and if you want to move at some point, we'll plan for it.
Yeah.
Like you slowly go, and then
slowly. It's a
And I'll give you an
journey.
example. So, for example, in the law firm world, in the legal world, I've never understood people who get out of LDC and
immediately want a
they
firm.
start a law firm.
Oh, they do?
Oh, so many. And you start a law firm. I'm like, dear.
We saw them, yeah.
Has anyone trained you? Because there are some roles that require you to be trained. They require
There are
some
no rules
apprenticeship.
regarding starting a law firm. You shouldn't have done some
No,
years.
I don't remember.
I think you can do the
think
minimum,
you
it's like
can.
what,
I think you need to
1-2
have forgotten.
That's
I think
too
you need to, but it's so. But people will
I
do
think
like
it should
2-3
be like 10 years.
No. There are people.
Minimum.
No, there are people who do for such a short time, and then immediately you've started a law
They've become,
firm.
you see, I'm a
And
partner
then
here.
you'll start a law firm, and then in that law firm, let's say you're 3 partners. What we do jointly in this law firm is we pay rent and maybe pay the receptionist. Everyone else, you get your business.
That's yours.
That's it. So it's a ticking time bomb. Like we are not saving anything, we are not doing anything,
not
we are
built
not
a specialty,
growing, we
you
have
don't
not
have
built a
like,
specialty.
yeah.
They're like, man, that's your stuff, but they can make a lot of money. You see, so there is also that thing of learning to work together, sometimes take a cut, respond to. So I just feel like it's a journey, like even entrepreneurship is a journey, and I think you get to a point where you're like, I'm ready.
Actually, to your point, the most successful entrepreneurs worldwide, average age is 42. And here we're starting very young. And one of the things they say is it's a lot of people who've learned something in their trade, and then they use that. They have like built-in clients, and like it's much easier when you know something that you're carrying. And I think, unfortunately, because things move very fast, like you want to make it so fast. Like
no,
you're
but
dying
also,
to
Joel,
make it,
sometimes I think
and
that
sometimes
disturbing
thing-
thing is that for many people, what's disturbing you is your gift.
like you know
You're
what you
so
can do.
good at it. You're so good at it. You're like,
Yeah,
when I'm gonna speak up in you, I can't speak. Then you're like, let me leave my job. They will show you. Yet there
You
is a
start hating
journey.
it.
You understand when it's not
I was actually going to say
survival.
that.
Yeah.
High chances of you actually hating it. Because now you
the
love
thing.
it because you do it for fun in your free time.
Your experience has
but
always
now
been no
it has
pressure.
become
But
work.
when, like an
You will
example of
bake cake
photographer.
still. You're like, cake is in time.
Right, our song is going to be a hit now.
Like cakes, like if
much
you like
pressure.
1 cake a week,
Yeah.
2 cakes, but then if someone gives you an order of 50, and then there's added pressure to that,
Yeah.
there's all these different things.
Yeah.
You reach a point and you're like, I don't think I like
Yeah,
this.
you need to have
Yeah.
made 10, then you make 15, then you make 20
Yeah.
before you reach the 15.
Yeah.
Walk before you run.
Yeah.
All right. Alan, is there anything you wanted to add?
Alan has
Is that
children,
thing
so he
of
must tell us
Tell us something.
if he wants his child to walk.
I don't know. With my kids, it's quite weird. There are very many things I thought I would do if I get kids, I'm going to do like A, B, C, D, because I raised very many kids.
in your head, the child is doing exactly what you want.
You get that, but then my kids have really, especially the young
Your
ones.
biological children, eh?
Yes, the young ones,
Yeah.
the current.
What about the previous?
The current regime. 'Cause also, like I'm also learning from those ones and applying down this side, right? But like I think I told you guys this. My kids, what they want to do changes every single time.
Yeah.
Based off who they meet.
Yeah.
Like
Every
right
child.
now, I have a son who wants to become a policeman,
Yeah.
and it has taken like 4
His
months.
father was
4 months.
a body
What
guy.
happened? You had
Yeah.
like a interaction with the police?
No, I
father
think
was
maybe
a
he watched. I don't know if he watched a movie.
He watched a
or-
movie.
or something. Or maybe he saw.
There are only
an
people in
event,
Uganda who
he-
want to be policemen. They see from TV.
Yeah.
No one looks
No
like
one has ever given an example of a policeman in Uganda.
Yeah.
no one ever sees like
What's the
that
name of the
guy.
policeman you like?
People pay
Fumla?
attention,
Don't
guys,
you
and
write
you
about
say
him
very
Facebook?
smart.
Afar Sunday.
It's Vanange, Afande,
Afande.
Afande.
I tell you, they chased him. He blocked Saleh's
Oh, yes.
whatever. They chased him to the village.
Bambi.
He put in. He was a guy of integrity. Chick came, driving, what, put her in. The people started making phone calls. Release her, release her. He said no.
It's like law and order.
Law
They said,
and
let's
order.
show you law and
They
order.
say,
We
let's
are
show
going
you.
to
We
law
shall
and
order you to
law
go
and
there
order.
and commit law things.
There is no
Assistance.
one.
We don't want them to show us.
Who says
Bambi.
I want to be a policeman? An example of the Ugandan police.
Yeah,
Bambi,
but his reasons for that is like, I want to protect people, I want to do all that, things like that. But anyway, like I'm saying, it's very fluid with them. But to the question,
Yeah,
do I
that
want them
age.
to be entrepreneurs? Yes. You get yes, but for like Pumla said, for the right reasons, right? Not to do it because you want to survive or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah.
But my life has always been about value. I was at a point in my life when I had no value to anyone. It's a point when I spent, I think after my wedding,
Yeah.
It was a month. I didn't get a single phone call.
Yeah.
After your wedding?
Anyone, after my wedding.
Maybe they thought you were on honeymoon.
No, leave all those people of checking on you, anything like that. But regards to work,
Yeah.
to work, to anything like this. At that point, I realized I have no value
That you are
to anyone, right? But right
Monetary value.
Monetary value.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
yes,
You're making
yes,
people
yeah.
laugh.
He's saying monetary value,
all
yeah.
that, yeah, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really
That's when I
hadn't,
realized that
but
I
now I
actually had to. That's when I got into entrepreneurship, started this business where we are right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm at the point where I even tell some people, oh, I don't want to work with you anymore, and they become angry and don't want to talk to me again for the rest of my life. You get that? But I just realized that there is value attached to what I do. So that's also what I want to push down to my children as well, right? Just to be that you have some value, you have something you contribute to society while you still do the school, while you can still become a professional. And then also what I realized, what I've noticed is that most entrepreneurs don't give birth to entrepreneurs. Maybe because of what they have gone through. When they get their children, they're like, no, become a doctor. No, become this. So? Yeah, because they have actually gone through that. But then those who have actually been professionals are very okay with their kids. Go and try. Because me, I've been doing the same thing my entire life, right? So you go and try and experiment. So you realize entrepreneurs give birth to professionals, professionals give birth to entrepreneurs.
And the cycle keeps changing like that.
Earth starts to even out like that.
And I think some people start entrepreneurship and they think, first of all, in Uganda, it has such a side hustle culture.
Side hustle culture.
It's side hustle culture, and then they also don't understand that for the thing to grow, there must be systems, there must be I don't know what, there must be all those things that need to exist. But for you, all you care about is singing the other song. You're like, Mkwano, as you sing it, what are the systems? As you make the money,
have you gotten licenses for the thing?
Have you? And you're like, what's the input versus output? Like,
what is your scale plan? What do you want to be? Do you want to go East Africa? Do you want to be on the
And since I have a microphone now, and we have like 13,000 listeners, right? Let me also bring this point. The startup economy in Uganda.
Sorry, that
startup economy.
Startup world. Because they came from businesses to entrepreneurs to startups, right?
Yeah.
What's I have never seen delusional people in my life.
From now.
Like
and I know very many of them. Some are my friends. Some are
but this is world over.
No, but I'm saying.
Yeah, but here you're
allowed to make mistakes, right? But I don't think you're allowed to be delusional. I've seen people who get $10,000 and they tell them, oh, we are giving this money to your startup, right? Go and think and do something.
A grant started
and you can see someone who has never even gotten 2 million from his parents, right? Blow off this money in a week.
Break them.
And then they will come to you and say, no, we're giving the money to experiment, to try something, to innovate. And I always kept asking them, if this money came from your uncle or your parent, do you think you would spend it the same way? No, and they will say, you don't know startups, this is startups. This is how things
but are they actually investing in the business?
The thing is, they're investing in the business, but what they're not investing in something that will bring money. They see everything as experimental, right? Because you get 10K, you're going to buy yourself a MacBook. 3 of your guys are going to buy the MacBook because apparently other computers can't work, right? And then you're going to be, I need to hire someone who can do this and this. The thing is, like, if they got that money from somewhere else, they wouldn't completely different decisions, right?
There'll be more
Street alone.
So we have a lot of youth, and also a lot
and
of
what's
them.
the difference between a startup and like a young business?
And I asked that question, and you know what they told me? They told me that for a business, it's like what everyone else does, right? You have a printing business, you have a printing business. You have a startup. But they are told that for them as startups, what you're starting must be something that has never existed before.
Unique.
It must be something that's unique. It must be something. It must be an innovation. But then you also know there's no one doing something that has never been done before. You're just getting something you're thinking. Like whoever said they did Jumia in Uganda, no, that thing was happening somewhere else. You just got it up with a different name, and it became something else, right? But me, I've seen people who have got money, a lot of money, right? That money, if you ask them what that money is right now, they can't explain it.
Because they didn't learn the systems. Money is,
Yeah, but I think that's a system that came intentionally to just ruin the kind of mindset for people. You know, people who are downtown who have like no money at all, and actually in Kampala, people
I thought those are people who have all the
3K,
money downtown.
5K, no, okay, not the Chikuwa people like this, downtown, right? Those ones, guys are starting businesses with 20K, 30K, 50K. You find a woman moving with maize, and 5K was her startup, right? But there's someone who has that 5K in USD, and in 2 weeks they don't have it anymore. And the woman who had the 5K UGX is
they were ideating.
You get, but because we're ideating, we're doing that.
So we're ideating. So that's we're ideating so that we can pivot. And then after we pivoted, we need to leverage.
How are we going to get a moat? You know. Okay. All right. I mean, I think what you're about to say is that what I've noticed is in Indian families world over, it becomes almost a cultural thing. So it's like a generational thing of, I'm showing you how this business is going to be run. I'm going to bring you into it eventually. We've got a program at the bank which is trying to teach how do you go at the bank.
All of us work at the bank.
No, there's the bank.
There
is a bank.
Yeah.
So I work at a bank. And one of the programs is trying to get Ugandan-owned businesses that are going to be generational. And there are very few that pass those things on. It's even with properties,
that
pensions,
department works with
whatnot.
how many people?
I can't. We're trying to.
Has all of 4
You'll see
Indian
we're trying.
families.
Oh, yeah, some. I mean, like for instance, Green Hill Academy is one that has started, and it's like a family business. But the question is, and actually the rector of the school, Madame Mara, said something.
Did you say the director?
She calls herself rector.
Okay, because when you say rector, it was
she calls herself rector.
Yeah, she calls herself
but is that a word?
No, I mean,
To be honest, I've never checked.
everything is a word.
Everything is a
created by someone.
word.
Director.
Ideate.
Get into
We
it.
need- Let me
Get into
leverage
it.
this friendship.
Anyway, she said something along the lines
and
of
pivot tomorrow.
she had plans for her children's lives up and because they didn't have plans. Just like
Is she still
Alan
alive?
said. Yes. Just like Alan
Who
said.
passed away?
Mrs. Wambuzi and Granny.
And the grand.
Yeah, the Green Hill students are around. Anyway, so she said she
as
had
we were from
plans
PS, they
for her
moved.
children because their plans keep changing
Guys
until the
fell
child.
via loan, KPS.
Yeah.
Fell
So
on the loan.
there.
No, until there was a loan. And
I tell
the
him,
school
he
was-
said close it.
Close it. He took it. He came for it.
We shall talk about how businesses grow. It's not the way you know. Anyway, she said she thought that she was going to hand over the business, but then she looked at her children and went, who of these kids actually wants to take this on? So she mentioned something about having, what are they called? When you're a mentor, then you have a what? What's the mentee? No, what's the other word? An apprentice. Having an apprentice who works along. And I think it's in Germany where they have apprentices. That thing of come through and learn this business and I can hand it over to you. Not necessarily I'm going to hand it over to my child because the child may feel pressure about having to do that thing. And what she said is you can rob that child of the thing that they want because you're so sure that I'm trying to do something good for you. And it made me realize that just because you love somebody, it doesn't mean that your love is actually helping them.
Nah.
You could be
What
hurting
was
them
that
with your
topic
love.
today, dear?
No, let me land.
Wonder where we
Let
are
me
now.
land.
I have so many points. Just because you love a
It's
person,
my only time. Just
your love is not helping them.
Okay, let me make this point as well. When I was in the church, right, they used to talk about love like it's
Now
something
you're-
that comes
now
from
you're in the
above.
world.
Let me finish. Like comes from above. But love is just like any other human emotion. It is a human thing. It is an earthly thing. And just because you love someone, it can hide you from the fact that your love might be hurting them. One of the examples is when you have a sick relative. There's a reason they have visiting hours.
Yeah.
Oddly, when you're there as a loved person trying to help them, they feel this pressure of I need to get better because you're also there. At some point, they'll tell you, please go. Let the professional help them.
Yeah.
So it's just because your intentions are very good, it doesn't mean what you're doing is going to be productive. To add to your point, if you have a passion for something, you will lead with that passion.
Yeah.
I love it so much. But you need an objective measure to be like, hey, your passion, I don't think it's connecting with this thing. Which is why I say to anyone who comes to me for advice, it's much better. I know some people don't think it's popular. It's much better for you to find something that could be boring, that you can do.
Yeah.
And if you do it well, you can become passionate about that thing. When it just comes
You
to
always
making
believe
something.
in turning the thing upside down?
My point is, if you keep doing something, you don't know what you're good at. You just may have found something that because of your experience, you think it's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I would be really good at these tech things,
Yeah.
but I went into it because I said, hey, these things are making good money. And now I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I think try that because it has to be the meeting of the minds of what you said, passion, but also what Pumla said of what's the problem? What do people want solved?
Yeah.
And most of the time, things are not going to be that sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The last words I'm going to give you are, friends, I know many of you are entrepreneurs, and I spoke to some entrepreneurs before I came here, and they said, all of them to a T, please do not do this unless you're ready.
Yeah.
Please do not start until you're ready. So talk to your entrepreneurial friends.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. These two shall respond. And if you talk about paid drawers, you'll see.
No, talk about his sweater. Talk
make
about
sure
his
you go to
sweater. Talk about that
DRR.
sweater.
and,
Guys, what do you
get these
think about
sweaters.
Joel's sweater today?
Yeah, also, I tried.
And how he fits into it as well. Not just the sweater.
I'm very happy
You
about
know,
it.
a man in a puffy out. It's so interesting.
I'm so secure.
Yeah, you are.
Secure.
All right. Until next time, we've been PPJ and we love you.
PPJA.
Oh, sorry. We've been
PPJA.
P.
J.
Hey.
Later.
Bye.
This one's for you. Here we go.